live just yet? Can anyone see me? Oh, welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Boy, do I have a video in store for you tonight. And because I'm unpredictable, because I'm extremely unpredictable, you'll never know what I'll do during a live feed. Tonight is without exception. I have jewelry out on the table. I want to mention some coming videos, and I have some glass out on the table in addition to the antique and vintage marble collection that I just bought. So I don't know who's here with me, and I've still been talking for, now it's over 48 seconds. Now I'm live. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you missed what I said, I'm super excited to be here with you tonight. I'm Jason Adams, and I've been reselling, collecting, and dealing in general line antiques and jewelry, specifically decorative arts and high-end, for over 30 years. And I'm super excited to do this with all of you tonight. Just so you all know, we do live sell on YouTube on Tuesday nights, sometimes on other nights, but usually Tuesday night. And it's on Bully Run Coffee, and that is Jeremy's channel. He has a mobile coffee shop and a coffee roaster. And we sell on Bully Run Coffee, BULLYRUN Coffee. And I guess what I can do is put on some bug spray, put on some bug spray, and I can get settled in. I'm super excited. Wow, 32 people already. I didn't know if there would be a lot of interest in antique marbles, so I also brought out jewelry. So don't think this is only going to be on antique marbles, because it's not. And anyone watching on replay, you never know what I'll show. You never know what I'll do. So don't ever think because the title says marbles, that's all I'm going to do. I sure hope some marble experts come in, because I can sure use some help. I'm very rusty. I have some books I want to show you on marbles for values and identification. And you might ask yourself, why do I want to know about antique and vintage marbles? I sold a collection years ago for $41,000. It wasn't my collection, but I brokered the collection at a national auction house I was working at, and it sold for over $40,000. So you'll want to pay attention to antique and vintage marbles, and we're going to stay on the surface with that tonight, okay? So thank you everyone so much for tuning in. 40 people in. I can't see the chat just yet. I don't know who's here, so thank you so much for tuning in. Vintage and antique diamond rings. If you want to talk about antique and vintage diamonds, you're at the right channel. Also, coming up at the vault sale. Absolutely stunning. And the color looks different on the pearls. It's slightly different. But magnificent diamond and pearl earrings that are estate and fantastic. And then you're going to want to stay tuned for ruby, sapphire, and marcasite in sterling silver. That is coming to the vault sale as a magnificent pendant in all natural stones. And of course, the most breathtaking of all of them, the blue zircon diamond, fantastic, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful estate ring. And look at the way that's constructed with the little diamond right there on the shank system. So if you want to talk about gemstones and antique and vintage jewelry, you are at the right channel. Let me set all that out of the way, and I appreciate you letting me show you that. And one thing that I don't talk about on my channel, because I kind of don't believe in it, I don't believe in the whole set completion thing. Doesn't really make sense to me, because I'm not a set kind of person. I like to do what I like to do, and I like to do it my way. Look at this. Look at absolutely this. Thank you all. I am absolutely live. I so appreciate you tuning in, and I'm so sorry I can't see the chat right now. 48 people, mosquitoes everywhere, and thank you for loving my channel. I have been a reseller and collector for 30 plus years, and I intend to be at this another at least 40 if I can do it. We do sell on Bully Run Coffee, and please stay tuned for the coming videos. The vault sale on Bully Run Coffee is going to be August 25th at 6 p.m. We have everything from extremely expensive to very affordable. The Paige Palmer collection is coming soon in a video. You won't want to miss Paige Palmer jewelry. She was the first lady of fitness, and I own her entire collection of jewelry. And you will not want to miss the video, the long feed that I'm still working on, that I was supposed to record today. And it's my 3-state, 14 shops, 14 stores, antique malls, and pawn shops, over 3 states of buying. You're not going to believe the things that I found. You're just not going to believe it. The 3 things I just showed you, that's only the tip of the iceberg. You want to talk about antiques, art, and jewelry, I am absolutely your dude. 100%. We'll get into marbles here in a little bit. You know my Maramamba ring. You know I've talked about that before. I bought this cuff bracelet from a YouTuber, and I did not remember buying this. And I opened the box yesterday, and I was like, "What is this?" A year later, this is Maramamba, and it is a matching cuff bracelet to my ring. And you know how expensive Maramamba is. I've covered that on my channel. Look at that for Maramamba. Absolutely exceptional. Solid sterling silver, Native American construction, and that is Maramamba from Australia. Well, we're going to get into marbles here in just a few minutes as I settle myself down. Basic tools that you need for marbles: a black light, a flashlight, a black light, a pen light or a flashlight, and also your millimeter gauge. Just what I do. All right, that's the way I roll. And millimeter gauge is always handy, so you can get the millimeter on the marbles, and a black light, so you can check for mag lights. It's a real thing. They have cadmium and uranium in some of the glass, and it fluoresces, and they're called mag lights. All right, that's simple enough. We are going to stay on the surface of marbles tonight because I don't know if a lot of you out there are familiar enough, and there's some that I don't remember. I'm very rusty with this. I've been collecting marbles for 24 years or 25 years. I've lost track. And marble books. So if you have a piece of paper and a pencil, Collecting Antique Marbles by Paul Baumann, and these are the antique marbles. These are the handmade marbles, and I'm going to show you the difference between handmade and machine made, and then we're going to get into a whole bunch of information on values as well, and I'll entertain questions a little bit later on tonight. But this book is fantastic for the antique marbles. Okay, so the handmade from Germany. It describes divided ribbon core, give me a moment here, divided ribbon core, latticino ribbon core, solid core, and there's another one. There's like 4 different kind of cores that go through the handmade marbles, and it discusses those. It will tell you about Lutz in the glass. It'll talk to you about Lutz marbles, and it'll talk to you about onion skin, Joseph's coat. There's many terms that go into some of these, and I'm going to show you the difference between an antique Joseph coat and a contemporary Joseph coat, because there's a huge value discrepancy. 52 people, 21 thumbs up. Please continue to hit that thumbs up for me, and please share this video out with anyone that you think would enjoy it. And there's the price guide. This you could basically just be humored by. It's changed drastically, and it's down from where it was years ago in general. Let me say it carefully. 85%, in my opinion, 85% of general line antiques is down from years ago. 85% of toy marble collecting is down from years ago. The best examples and wet mint that is in great shape without chips, those are up. You heard it here first. And I'm very courageous with that information. I can speak from experience. Look at the way that this book breaks this down. So if you're into antique marbles, that's your book. Also, how I've become so smart in all of this. I don't know if my chat's frozen. Is anyone here with me? Did everyone fall asleep? Did I put everyone to bed already? 58 people. Are you sleeping? Oh, they're all listening. Oh, no one's blowing up the chat tonight. Look at you all being so well behaved. What? How's everyone doing out there? I don't want to ever leave anybody out. Why don't you let me know how you're doing so I get a drink of coffee? How's everyone doing out there? Oh. Why am I so hyper? I'm just hyper. I don't know. I don't know what my problem is. Do you guys want to talk about something right over here? Hi, Lori Wolf. Do you guys want to talk about... Oh, there's Cheryl and Pistachio. Now I'm starting to see people. Sheila, Pistachio, Anthony, Deb. Then and again. Somewhere in the mountain. Ruth, Sheila. Now everyone's filing in. Nicola, Deb, Karen Hansel, Pistachio, Shell, Designs Laura, Aunt Mo, Velvet Vault, Noni. Look at everyone. They're going, oh, you just got your package and you love it? Oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mitchie May is here. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, long story short, this is magnificent, and I wish I had a white background for this, but I don't. Let me put this up. Look. What? This is... Oh, does anyone know what this is? I almost told you without doing a poll. Do you know what this is? Most of you probably don't, but that's okay. I'm going to tell you. It goes from ruby red... That's a kind of dead giveaway. Ruby red into orange, into blue, into green, back into ruby red. So it's got red into a yellowish orange, then into a green, then into a blue in the center, and then into green, and then back up to the red. Does anyone know what this is? Anyone know who made this? Anyone? Anyone? Okay. This is extremely rare. It's Cambridge. It's Cambridge glass. And it's called, some people will call it Christmas glass, and some people call it watermelon glass. Okay? Yes, or rainbow glass. Sometimes they called it that as well. This is Cambridge. This is Cambridge, and it's the optic block pattern. Extremely rare. 1920, 1924, 1926. Very, very unusual. Molded by Cambridge Glass. And look how stunning this is. And it's called Rubina. By advanced collectors, they call this Rubina. That's what it's known as, Rubina glass. And look how big this one is. I'm so sorry that I didn't put it on a white background. Look how bad of a host I am. This is stunning. I just bought this the other day, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And by the way, this does UV react. Look at how the blue goes orange. So we have a purple light, and that has cadmium. So the cadmium reacts, and it goes orange. It goes absolutely orange. I don't even know what to say. It's absolutely fabulous. All right, that's down and done. Let's get back to the marble thing. Amy Beth, I'm so sorry you weren't at the sale the other night. I'm so sorry. Sorry. I had Boy George buttons for you, and you missed the sale, and I had you on the list, and I had Coral Ray, and I had Pistachio on the list, and you were the only one that wasn't there, honey. So I'm so sorry, but I set aside Boy George buttons for you. So sad. Everett Christ's The Big Book of Marbles. This is a comprehensive identification and value guide for both antique and machine-made marbles. So this is going to cover a whole bunch of information that I'm going to cover tonight. So if you want to take the deep dive, there are going to be some marbles in these bags that I'm not going to be able to tell you what they are. I'm not going to be able to. I'm not the expert. I never claim to be an expert. And I also open this up for the marble dudes and marble gals to come on in and to correct me. So these are all machine-made marbles. So let's start with the basics here. And then I'm going to show you a handmade as opposed to a machine-made. But then I'm going to take you on a deeper dive, and I'm going to show you an antique handmade from Germany and a contemporary handmade from the United States. They look very, very similar, extremely similar, but the price difference is staggering. Which one do you think is the old one? Which one do you think is the new one? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, so we have a Superman. We have Akro corkscrews. Now, write this down because this hurt my brain the other day. So, for Akro Agate, machine-made marbles, circa 1930, 1940, people can fight over the dates. I'll let marble people rip each other apart over that. That's no fun. I stayed out of that bullshit in the business, and I kept my blinders on. I said, I'm going to buy what I love. This entire collection is outstanding. You're going to ask yourself, what did I spend on the collection? Are you ready? $1,800. I spent $1,800 on little glass balls. I did. $1,800 on tiny little glass balls. I sold a collection years ago for it was north of $41,000. It's very easy. One marble could be 10, 20, 30 grand. It's true. It's happened. Look up some marble results at National Auction. I think you'll be amazed. Anyways, so I want to tell you this. So for Akro Agate, this hurts my brain. It absolutely hurts my brain. So not for Akro Agate, hold on. Every popeye, it's called a popeye. Every popeye is a corkscrew, but not every corkscrew is a popeye. Okay, so you heard what I said. So a popeye marble, which I'll show you, I'll show you a popeye marble, and I'll show you a corkscrew. Every popeye marble is a corkscrew. Not every corkscrew is a popeye. I know it hurts your brain, because it's like a thing, like the optical illusions, that we used to stare at as a kid, but I had to get that information out. Very important information. Very important information. Okay, as to the names of marbles, we have, they've named Flaming Dragon. They've named it Superman. They've named it a Christmas tree. They've named it da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They all have these certain names amongst the collectors, and I didn't get into that. Bumblebee, Wasp, Da 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 da. Now they're adding new names all the time. Okay, I don't do the name thing. I know what I know, and that's good enough for me. And spending $1,800 on the collection, I stand to make at least $1,000, but probably more. One marble can change an entire collection. One marble can change an entire collection. So these are all machine made. So take a visual screenshot in your mind, and all of these in this bag, with maybe one exception, all of these in this bag are circa 1940 to 1960. Did you hear what I said? 1940 to 1960, and I can guarantee you on that. All right, we'll talk about makers in a little while. Don't go crazy in the chat. I got you covered. We're easing into it. I'm taking you right off the surface. I'm taking you down a couple layers, so we're not going to stay on the surface tonight. And someone will say, well, you only know jewelry. Girl, who are you talking to? These are Jabo. These are Jabo marbles. Jabo. Jabo. Jabo marbles. Most of these are eagles. There are different lines of Jabos. Different lines of Jabos. If you want me to talk about Jabo marbles, we could do a 4-hour live. we could do a 4-hour live. Deborah, I just said these are machine made. I don't know how much more clear I can be, but let me restate what I just said. There are no pontils on these marbles. We are in machine made. We are in machine made. I said it and I'll say it again. We are in machine made. Machine made marbles. There are no pontils. Now, if you have a single pontil marble, that's a transitional marble. That's a transitional marble. All right, we haven't even went into anything yet. Keep everyone's pants on, okay? Because that gets my mind going crazy. Okay, the big book of marbles. The reason why I bring this on is I want to show you how I became so smart. This is the 3rd edition. There is the 3rd edition on the big book of marbles. I think this is 05 or 06. What do you know? It's 2006. So do not use this for prices. You hear it? Don't use this for prices. You'll be out of business, okay? You'll be out of business. And what this covers is, this covers what you just asked about. A pontil, handmade, it covers this in the book. These are exquisite handmade marbles. And when you get this book, watch the sizes, because one is $450, one is $2,200, one is $2,500. There's a marble in here for $1,500. Now, this one says $1,500 for that marble. Well, I have an identical marble out on my table, and it's not $1,500. It's still not $1,500. That marble now might be $200 to $300. That don't take this for gospel truth for values. Use this for a pictorial guide to show you the difference between a handmade marble and a machine-made marble. There's a big difference. You have your transitional marbles, which are a single pontil marble, like what was made in Navarre, Ohio. Navarre, Ohio, from where I'm at, hour and 15 minutes from my front door. Do you want to see some Navarre marbles? Because I can show you those. You know what? Thank you so much. I really do appreciate his honesty. It's rare. A lot of people don't like my honesty, and then I lose viewers and I go, you know. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you so much. Beautiful Lutz marble. We'll talk about Lutz marbles. This book is very helpful. It breaks it down into the handmade section. Let me show you real quick. Handmade section, stone, you have China marbles, and then you get into sulfides. Sulfides were like a really big thing back in the day. Sulfides were like a giant thing back in the day. Listen to this one. I had a sulfide marble a few years ago, and it was a rare figure. Don't ask me what it was. I didn't care. I bought it in a collection for $50. I got $800 for one sulfide marble. One sulfide marble. One sulfide marble. These are magnificent, and it shows Vitro, Akro Agate. Did you hear what I said? I said Akro Agate. Here are Akro Agate marbles. It does cover popeyes. These are popeyes because they have the clear base that they go on, and then it has the opaque, which is a corkscrew. Did you hear what I said? Popeye has the translucent base. Corkscrew has the opaque base. It's true. It's absolutely true. Ox blood. Very, very, very unusual for like the lemonade ox blood. Oh, the terms that they use for some of these. Christensen flame marbles. You're going to want to know those. A few years ago, 8 years ago, I went up to an antique shop in Cleveland, Ohio, and I bought a very small box of toy marbles. The color was stunning. I knew they were Christensen. I thought, oh God, these are Christensen flames. They're called flame marbles because they look like they have a flame on them. Christensen flame. I bought the whole box for $110, and I was at an antique mall at the time, and there was a lifelong collector and another lifelong collector, and I had kind of simultaneously texted them pictures, and I said, I got these, I'd like to sell these. Well, they both were like, I would like to buy all of them. So the two gentlemen did not fight. I don't know how they did this, but they bought the collection together, and they chopped it up amongst themselves. I made I made $1,100. $1,100 profit off of that deal that I spent $110 on. And they were head over heels, because each marble was supposed to be worth between $250 and like $300 a piece. Each marble. 5/8 of an inch. You heard it here first. Unbelievable what some antique and vintage marbles will sell for. I hope I'm not boring anybody. I'm almost putting myself to sleep. Speaking of Christensen agate and Christensen flames, here is your example of Christensen flames. There you go. That is your classic example of Christensen flame. Do you see how that looks like a flame on the marble? Do you see that? You can find these in jars, thrift stores, antique malls, rummage sales, flea markets. That antique store that should have known better than to put 11 or 13, don't remember, 11 or 13, because the boys had a problem because like one guy got one more marble than the other. So, and it was so cute. It was so adorable. Two grown men, very smart. Both are still my friends in the business. And long story short, they had to divide them up, and there was like one extra. So, just amazing. Thank you, Alicia. And I'm still going to show you some jewelry tonight. This can go on and on and on. We could talk about Champion. We could talk about Marble King. So remember this right here. So these are Marble King. Right here is Marble King. This book is so helpful. This book has solved so many problems for me over the years. There are reproductions and there are contemporary marbles that look like vintage and antique marbles. Look how adorable I look today. I got, never mind, I won't say. I got good news today. So if I look radiant, it's not just an optical illusion. Marble King, Jackson Marble Company, and then where is Ravenswood? Champion Agate, that's another one. Cairo Novelty I didn't get into. Davis Marbles I didn't get into. But look how similar some of these look. Do you see that how Cairo marbles look like Davis marble? Did you see that, like how that is? Did you see that? Mid-Atlantic Jabo. Remember when I talked about Jabo? Ruth. Fascinating stuff. I love glass, but know next to nothing about marbles. Some are so beautiful. Okay, anyways, then do you want to talk about the pouches? Where did I put my... Okay, we're going to go into the light box eventually. Can I also tell you guys about this? 86 people. Are you guys ready for this one? So, some of you know this already. I was doing an estate sale with a partner at the time. Not a life partner, but a business partner. So you know that wasn't going to go well, because there's one chef in the kitchen. I know my limitations. I'll tell you my limitations up front. There's one chef in the kitchen when it comes to me. And I know my limitations. You know, I know my character defects. That's one of them. So I don't need to be told what to do. I don't need to be told how to do it. And we were setting up an estate sale. And the family had helped us. Wait, quote, helped us. The family had, quote, helped us. I'm going to ignore all the questions because I can't do it for right now. And guardrails up. And so we set up this estate sale, and the family helped us by throwing things away. Throwing things away, and they didn't help us. They didn't help us. I have a photocopy of the box that I sold. Do you know that I sold an empty marble box? Listen up. What marbles come in, what toy marbles come in, a vintage toy marble box made out of paper with a lithograph of a Native American head on it. Native American head on it. Bold graphics. Put it on eBay. Dug it out of their trash. Went through their trash. Because I never trusted the people I worked for not throwing stuff away that was great. And went through the thing. I put it on eBay. It sold for $5,800. An empty marble box sold for $5,800. Because I dug through someone's trash. Because I actually physically had giant diamonds on, and I dug through their trash. There is proof. I have the eBay listing. I have the printout right next door at my office. And I took a photocopy of that box before I sent it out. I took a photocopy of the top. I took a photocopy of the sides. I took a photocopy of all the stuff. I took a photocopy of all the stuff. An empty paper box. An empty paper box that a client threw away in the trash. $5,800. $5,800. I have no shame in my game. Nope. I've often said that people that throw stuff away, watch what you throw away. All right, more interesting vintage marbles. Someone had asked earlier about pontels, and then I'll go back to the chat for questions, maybe at the end. So thank you so much. Handmade German marbles. Handmade German marbles. Are they all? Yeah. Yeah, look at us go. Are you ready? Let's go into the light box. So, and I wanted to show you before we get in there. There's one other thing I wanted to hold up. Oh, the marble board that the thumbnail was on. Antique marble boards. Very, very, very early on this one. And I have another one inside the house that's like a star shape that's bigger. And it was a game. And then the extras would go in the channel around the outside. So as you did your game, you put the, whoever on the outside. And they didn't just shoot them with their thumb. That was like a very, I don't know, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s thing. I don't think anyone plays marbles anymore. Can I show you one thing that other people won't show you about marbles? Are you ready for this one? In a way, checkers, but not really. And do you want to talk about the Bertoia brooch? Bertoia brooch. Mm-hmm. One like it on the Antiques Roadshow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A marble ring I made out of a Jabo marble. So you know how I did this. Mm-hmm. You remember, Michelle. It's $25,000 to $30,000 for that Bertoia brooch. I wore it today because I had a photo thing today. I'll tell you. I had a photo thing today. That's all I'll say. I had a photo thing today, and yeah. And so I won't say why, but it wasn't for prison either. Oh, it wasn't for prison. Jabo marble that I had slumped into a stone, and then I made a sterling ring. I'm going to sell these. I'm going to go back into the studio and make more. Oh, thank you so much, A. Johnson. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. You remember from the past video? Yeah, I know. I worked hard on that video. Okay, and then I wanted to show you, there was something else I wanted to show you. Oh, I showed you the eagles, but we'll look at these inside. And then we'll entertain questions in a little bit. Oh, can I show you another? Never mind, I won't show you this. But can I show you this one real quick? I'm proud of myself for doing this. So when someone asks me how are antique marbles made, I say carefully and artistically. We're talking about handmade, because I said antique. I don't know if you missed that, but I said antique, and I said handmade. Do you want to see what I kept from years ago? So a family had called me, and they said, we want you to go through everything. Oh, thank you, Shell. Oops, that's my diamond ring. This is the marble ring, and I made these, and then I was selling these, and I'll bring them back. But yeah, thank you. I had a Jabo marble slumped, and I had hundreds of them slumped because they were broken. All right, I'll tell you guys. I bought over, well, no. All right, I'll tell you. I bought over 10,000 Jabo marbles. So Steve Smith, it's a long story, but Steve Smith was on the pour, blah, blah, blah. They called him Smitty. He called me. He lived in Ohio. He called Southern Ohio, like in a cornfield. And so I went down there and I bought 10,000 Jabo marbles. They were all eagles. I probably have maybe I have 1,000 left. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. So, Hartfield tomorrow. What's Hartfield tomorrow? Hartfield tomorrow? Huh? I go like this. Huh? Look at my face. I go, huh? I don't know what Hartfield tomorrow is. So they called me and I bought the collection. Everyone said, why would you keep this? Because it's broken. Because this is broken. This is broken, right? It's broken. There's a big chip out of it. Why would anyone keep this? I'm an artist. I want to see the way things are made. This was a blessing that this is broken. Look, I can show you the way these are handmade. What just happened? What just happened? Oh no, hell no, I'd never make a ring out of this. So never in a million years. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no. So anyways, this is phenomenal. Look how does anyone care? It blows my mind. Look how they handmade divided ribbon core. That's a divided ribbon core. A divided ribbon core, handmade divided ribbon core, 1880, 1890. German. This is Germany. All day long, Germany. Nowhere else. This is Germany. Antique, and that's how they made the marbles. That's how they made the marbles. Is this not the coolest thing ever? Is that not the coolest thing ever? Well, we're all here to learn. Absolutely, we're all here to learn. I just think that this is magnificent, that I had the opportunity to buy this. I don't know, it's the smallest things that, make me happy, and that's one of them. That's one of them to I don't know. I don't know. I just did things different. It just makes me very happy. They gave that to me. They said, you're so into that, it's broken. And I said, I'm so happy. I wish it was whole, but as a historian, I want to see how these things are made. I want to see how these are made. I need to see how these things are constructed. Someone had asked about a pontil earlier. Double pontil marbles, the one on the top, the one on the bottom, nip, nip, as you blow the glass, a nip and a da, da, da. Two pontils, like on a vase that has a pontil, a single pontil. These are the German handmade. Again, 1890, oh my gosh, 1880, 1890. 1880, 1890. Years ago, 95, 85, 95, 85, 100, 95, whatever. Now, not so much. Maybe, sadly, 65, 70, 65, 70, 60. Anyone out there who's a marble expert that knows more than I do, please weigh in. Much, much larger size, but there's the pontil right here. And there's the other pontil right there. See the rough spots as the pontil. So as you're blowing that, you cut the hot glass, and it gathers, and then it creates the marble. And look at the divided ribbon core. It's latticino, I'm sorry. Latticino on the inside, and then bicolored swirls on the outside. Latticino, I'm so sorry. Loch Ness Monster, thank you. I already caught it. Loch Ness said, I'm going to correct you. No, you're not. I'll correct myself. So it's latticino on the inside. Sorry. I said I was a little rusty, but thank you. Thank you for doing that, Loch Ness. You're like, you just said it. You're right, I did. Oh, no expert by any means, sure, but okay. And thank you. And then this one, look at the way the outside is constructed for antique. Value has come down, but isn't that gorgeous for just beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. And you can see that rough pontil right there. Let's get into the light box. I don't want to get it bit up by mosquitoes. And again, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I have very unusual things in my collection as well. This was a, does anyone know what this is? Before I tell you what it is, does anyone know what this is? Does anyone want to guess what this is? I already know what it is. I thought I knew what it was years ago. Does anyone know what this is? And these swirl, obviously. Anyone? Anyone? No? Yeah. Nope. Nope. Anyone? Oh, thank you, Barbara. The broken marble. You're welcome. I want to do things that other people can't do. Nope. All right. It's a straight razor sharpener. It's a razor sharpener. So you put your razor through here, and the friction of the marbles sharpens your straight razor. Crazy. Crazy. So you run your blade through here, and the friction of that sharpens the blade. It's crazy. And anyways, these are corkscrews. And like I bought this for like $1. I don't know. I bought this for like $1, you know, $1, and they're just sitting there with tension. These are corkscrews. These are Akro Agate corkscrews. Undeniable Akro Agate corkscrews. And people say ketchup and mustard, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Go ahead. I just call them corkscrews. And they're in such wonderful condition. Those are Acro corkscrews. Do you see how it corkscrews around the marble? That's the only one that does this. Do you see how that corkscrew color, that bicolor kind of goes around? It's a corkscrew. Not every every popeye is a corkscrew. Not every corkscrew is a popeye. These are opaque. These are opaque. This is opaque. This is not it's not translucent. Okay, enough of a lecture series. Oh my god, I feel so smart tonight, even though I haven't done marbles for like I've been out of the marble gig for like 15 years. I've been out of the marble gig for like 15 years. It's just crazy. You know, it's crazy to think about getting back into this now. All right, I'm going to show you some things that we can learn about on the inside. And I sure hope you like the jewelry I showed you earlier. I'll show you some of the jewelry on the inside of the light box. Let's take a look at this inside. Let's take the whole box in. How's everyone doing out there? Does anyone have any other questions at all? I can't see the chat. 103 people. Boy, is it hot outside. It melted all my ice. I got water all over everything. How's everyone doing out there? 102 people. Can you guys hit the thumbs up for me? I only have 56 thumbs up. I don't know what happened. What do I need to do to make you love me all the more? Oh, cool. Loch Ness Monster, thank you so much. And thank you for saying that was Latticino, because I caught myself. And I don't mind being corrected at all, because there's so many more people that know so much more than I do in this, you know? But I've done this for 24 years, 25 years, the marble part of this. So, I don't like marbles, but I love jewelry. I don't care. I had to show what I had to show, you know? I had to do this. I said to myself, I have got to expand my whole thing, my whole jam, you know? I got to expand my whole thing, my whole jam, and I'm going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to share what I know, and I'm going to try and help people build and reassess their collections. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. And this actually builds the momentum of my channel, and it shows what I know. It shows what I do on a daily basis, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And I don't know. It's just my thing. I'm third generation picker, and my mom turned me onto your videos because of how amazing both you and your collections are. Loch Ness Monster, thank you so much. Oh, your mom turned you on to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. I really do. I really do. I don't think, never mind. I'm not going to say it because then I'll offend some people. I love jewelry. I love marbles. I've always been fascinated with marbles. Love marbles. Didn't know you were live. Love marbles. It's like a degree in how to be a curator. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, the knowledge is golden. Do you have a list of book reviews? No, absolutely not. No. I could take you into my library and your head would explode. I probably have 800 books. I mean, I could take you guys upstairs and we could go through the library tonight if you want to, you know, but I think I'd lose 101 people. I don't want to look at books. You know, I don't like books, but I'm still here. Thanks for announcing it. Are you going to show us cat's eye marbles? Yeah, there's some in the bags, sure. I didn't love them, but yeah, sure. I'll show you cat's eye. I have to get the book. I have a lot of marbles I inherited from my dad in 1940. Cool. Thank you. Enjoy your show. I have many marbles from my childhood. Oh, they're in a lamp base. I sold one of those a few years ago. It was a clear glass lamp, and someone had put all their parents' marbles in there. And there was one really good marble in there, and I told the guy, and he's like, "How much is that worth?" I said $600 for the one, and he goes, "Let me get that out of there. We sold it for 700." We sold it for 700. Yeah. So we sold it for 700 for one marble. I was pretty close, obviously. And then I had an appraisal fair one time out in this was like the Silver Lake area, and I'll never forget it. A lady brought in. Do you guys remember? Didn't I air that episode on my channel when the lady had the lamp with the marbles in it? Did I not air that one? I think I did. I think I did. There's a mosquito getting right in my face. The mosquito getting like right in my mouth hole. Love to learn about marbles. I know nothing. Yeah. Oh, just put them in a jar. Oh, you've already learned. Okay, cool. What is the most you've made on a flip? I'd like to skip that one, if I could. You don't remember that one? How's everyone doing out there? I don't know. I just want to sit and relax for a minute. I just totally changed my mind. I'm not going to rush inside. I don't have to do anything I don't feel like doing. Oh, I should have pretended like I didn't see that question. What's the most you've made? Oh. Love you and your marbles. Thank you, Dorothy. I needed that support. I really did. I don't know. I don't know what else to do for people sometimes. All right, so let me show you something else. I mean, I could show you something else never mind. We'll leave that for another video when I'm in the mood. Machine maids that are big bucks. So these are big dollar machine maids. Big bucks. You can find these a lot. No, the lightning bugs are right here. The lightning bugs are right here. They're right in my backyard flying around. What are the rings? In the box, there's a blue zircon and diamond and a magnificent pair of pearl earrings that we'll look at in there. You like marbles in mason jars. So do I. You're wearing. Love your brooch today. That's my panther. That's my panther. It's my panther, and it's Cartier. It's solid platinum with enamel, and it's internally flawless diamonds. It's worth $170,000. I'm just kidding. It's plastic rhinestone and trash, but I love it. It's not. It's a nothing, but I love it. It was $1 at the flea market. But then when people see me wearing it, they go, "Oh, is that?" And I said, "No, it's not. No, it's got nothing to do with that." But I like being that bitch, though. This is plastic and trash, and I love it because I'm a fancy bitch, So, anyways, someone asked about the rings. These are platinum and diamond, and this one, it's a long story. This one, it's sold. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't see the chat again. This one sold, and then I didn't get it back, but they sold it back and traded it back for a better one. But how much better can you get for an Art Deco? Diamond, sapphire, and fabulous. Edwardian diamond and platinum. You remember I bought this at Burton with my mom, the Burton Antique Show? I got a hell of a deal on this. And I bought it for resale, and then I had to take it out of resale because I didn't want to sell. I got home. I'm really bad for business sometimes. And this one is Edwardian. That one's Edwardian and diamond. Can you guys put some white hearts in the chat and go crazy? Go absolutely nuts. But that's the thing I said about something, like someone said, "Well, I don't like when you do this on your channel, and I don't like when you do that on your channel, and I don't appreciate this, and I don't want to talk about that." I don't really give two shits. I don't give one shit. I don't give two shits. I don't care. I'm going to make the content that makes me happy. I'm going to do the things that bring me joy. I'm going to do the things that I think are important to talk about, and I'm going to do the things that have made me me for 30 years. I've been on this planet 52 years, and gosh damn it, I'm going to make sure that I do it authentically the way I do it. If it's not for you, you can watch something else tonight. But don't ever think that I'm not going to show you something spectacular. I might say marbles in the title, and then I show you an Edwardian ring. I might talk about a pendant, and then I might show you how to identify an incredibly important blue zircon. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I really don't give a shit. I just don't give a shit. I don't care anymore. I said to myself, take the veil off, tell them the way it is. This is the way it goes. This is the way it goes. You do you, you do you, you do you, you do you. I wouldn't go to someone else's chat and go, "I don't like when you talk about this." What the F does it matter? What the F does it matter? It doesn't matter. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Don't demean somebody else's channel. Don't Don't do it. Don't be a Debbie Downer. Take your bullshit somewhere else. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't try it. It's not cute. I don't care how long you've been with me. You know me well enough to know I'm gonna talk about the stuff that makes me happy, you know? So, and don't ruin somebody else's joy. You know, I think there's other people that go, I may not know marbles, but I love what you do for us. You work very hard for us. You work all day long, Mr. Adams, and then you come on and you show us beautiful things. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I don't get it. Oh, I did say it. Absolutely, I'll say it. Don't shit on somebody else's chat. It's not, I don't know why there's no social grace. There's no social grace anymore. You know, be graceful. You know, that's what I say. My channel, my rules. 100%. And then someone said the other night, let's get back on track. No, I'm just going to say my thing. I'm going to get it out so you know where I'm at. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm going to say it just the way it is. Thank you, Josie, for loving me for that. There's a lot of people that don't. Watch how many concerns I have on my face. I don't have the time in my day to be worried about it. I just don't. Selflessness. Thank you, Heath. I appreciate that. Thank you for understanding. This one's Art Deco and amazing. This one's absolutely amazing. Spill it, boy. Spit it, boy. Hi, Rena. Hi, Rena. You did a hell of a lot more in your life than... Thank you so much. Thank you. We like you being on track. I like being honest. Brutal or not, I like being honest. So I like being honest and I like saying it. For a long time, I didn't say it on my channel, you know? So, good night, Lori. See you. I didn't say it on my channel for a long time, and I was like, nope, I'm not going to censor it. I'm going to let it rip. Those that love, love, and those that don't. There's no way to change it. But this is Art Deco. These are calibre cut sapphire. Let's take a look at that in the light box. Let's take a look at that in the light box. If you need work done on an ad ring, is there a special jewelry you should go to? I don't know what that means, honey. I'm so sorry. I've shown you... Huh? You have shown that side of you ever since you were just doing faceless videos. Josie, thank you for saying that, because I don't think I've changed that much. Oh, I don't think I've changed that much. I don't think I've changed that much. Oh, thank you, Jan McComber, for saying that. I like the way you talk about something and then you pull out an example and show us. The other night, wasn't that epic? I didn't plan the fabricated and cast thing. Do you remember the two brooches I put side by side? And then said, well, someone will go, well, I don't want to talk about jewelry tonight, but I'm still here. Like it's like a task, you know? Like I'm tasking some, you know, I'm hurting someone by doing my live feed, you know? I work all day long, and then I come on here and it's like, what the F? Oh, thank you. You can choose any squirrel anytime. F the... Because of that, I followed your channel. Josie, thank you. Because of that, you followed my channel. I think there's other people that were the flip side of it. You know, they were like, I don't like it, so I'm gonna unsubscribe. Okay. All right. That's okay. I don't think you need an itinerary. I love the free. It makes it fun. Thank you, Heath. Who the F? Oh, thank you, T-Baby. Thank you for that. I do work really hard, Nadia. I work really hard. And, you know, there's been times when, like I said, I've wanted to throw in the towel. But, that's okay. Does anyone else need me out there? I felt like someone needed me the other night, and I felt that a little bit today. I got a little upset today. There's a moment earlier... There was a moment earlier today that I was sure that someone needed me. I don't want to let anyone down ever. I feel like I do sometimes. Lydia, I love your channel. Thank you so much. Thank you. Learned so much in 2 years watching you. You just do you. You're better and best. Oh yeah, thank you so much, Susan, for that. I got to get back to that. I got to get back to my roots. I found you because of Navajo jewelry, but amazing. Continue to watch all the other things you teach us. Then and again, I can show you more Navajo and drive you crazy. Pistachio, thank you for making time for me every night. Carrie, thank you. Lydia, thank you. Coral, thank you for being here. Coral, I looked at your bird box today, and I can't tell you what that does to me. That bird box... Someone said, you need to be celebrating 38,000 subscribers. And I said, you know what I need to do? Sit in my living room and stare at that box that you painted me. So that's what I did. I could use a hug. What's Heartfelt tomorrow, Shell? Heartfelt tomorrow. Thursday. What's Heartfelt tomorrow, honey? Heartfelt tomorrow. I would hug you all day long, but I have no effing idea what Heartfelt is. I followed you because you're I don't care character. I love that. I need to be more like that so I cannot be affected by negativity around me. Josie, let me instill that in you. It's okay to say no. It took me 42 years to realize I could say no. Are you ready? Are you ready to understand what I just said for 96 people? The 96 people that need a life lesson. It's okay to say no. I think I'm at 38,000. I don't think I'm at 39. I think I'm at 38,000 people. I think, unless I bought 1,000 last night and forgot about it. I kept hearing you say Shazbot. I don't know why I started that, Joshi. But Lisa Hand, I love you more than that. Lisa, I love you. You said you love me to the moon and back. I love you beyond the moon and then back. I love you, Lisa Hand. I love you. There's a surprise inside the light box for Lisa Hand tonight. There's a surprise inside the light box. And I didn't tell her I was going to go on. Honestly, your lives have been a real bright spot in my days. I'm in a valley right now, and you have Heath Ali. I just like you. I just like you. And then someone will say, I'm a body analysis expert. And you said, you like Heath Ali, and you shook your head no. I like you, Heath Ali. Your body language says something else. You know what my body language says? Whoopsh, whoopsh. That's what my body language says. It says, dun, 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 dun. It's true. Designs Laura, hi, honey. I didn't know you were here still. Designs Laura, aren't you tired of me yet? Josie, I understand. You inspire me. You can say no. You can say no and you can mean it. And if you can't say no, think of me and think of how many times I've had to say no and upset people and have people turn on me. But I would say no and I would stay staunch about that. How can you tell nickel silver on a Native American buckle? Pretty easy, Jan. The metal is more like a yellow tone. Nickel, it doesn't flex. So I'm not saying bend it in half, like Laura does with a spoon. Don't bend it in half. But nickel silver is very rigid. And it stinks. Anyways, nickel smells different than sterling. I know that sounds strange, but I'm a silversmith but nickel silver is more yellow. Would you like me to show you a nickel silver and then a sterling silver? I could do that side by side, Jan. I can't explain it, but it's more yellow. It's yellow and like a gray, and it's not friendly. It's rigid. It's not friendly. It doesn't look like silver, and it doesn't polish like silver. Nickel silver is very coarse. It's very tough. You can polish it, but not as much as sterling. I don't think that made any sense. I don't think so. Okay, I can show you. Just, can you remind me, well, I could do it tonight. Uh-huh. Noni, what's wrong with Noni? I agree, I've been bedridden for over a month, and I've been watching you, and you're a big part of my recovery. Noni, are you serious? See, that's the thing that does it for me. So someone can come in and say, I don't particularly like this. I wish you weren't on live tonight. Whatever. For over 20 years of my life, even though I had great friends and family, I felt alone sometimes. And I'm going to level with you. And I don't feel alone anymore. I don't feel alone anymore. Noni, I'm right there with you. I didn't know. It makes it worth it to know that although I may not be perfect or say the right things every time, that I'm with you. I didn't know. Well, we love you, Noni. I didn't know. Hmm. If you guys are open to it, I would tell you something. If you ever feel a tap on your left shoulder, I'm the guilty party. I've often told you that I'm always with you guys, ladies and gentlemen. As long as you allow me to be. It's true. I believe it. Healing thoughts for sure. Noni, we love you so much. That just makes it all the more worth it. For those that don't get me, I don't get you either. I really don't. But the ones that do get me, I'm just so blessed. So absolutely blessed. And it is okay to say that. It is absolutely okay to say that. So, A. Johnson. Who's A. Johnson? Oh, A. Johnson. Welcome in. I'm sorry I didn't see you. Amy or Ambergman. Amber Grimm. Am Bergman. I did it wrong. Amber Grimm. Hi, honey. Michelle Guida, thank you. Mars Mail, thank you. Pistachio. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you so much for your super chat. You didn't need to do that, but I'll take your money and run. Good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. So thank you so much, my sweet friend. Pistachio is amazing. Yeah, you know. But there's so many of you that have really revolutionized and changed my life. I think even the people that don't say anything in the chat, I think the people that have been here that don't say anything. What? Why so many super chats? Wait a minute. Hold on. Jacqueline's Treasure and Lisa Hand? What? Can you all hit the thumbs up on that? I got 3 super chats by being a turd. So you can polish a turd. So you know the saying, you can't polish a turd? Well, you can with super chats. Look how I'm glowing. Look how it changed me. I'm a polished turd now. Do you guys know that they say you can't polish a turd? Yeah, you can. I'm the Chupa King. I like that. Lisa Hand, thank you so much. Susan, thank you. Tender Mama, thank you. Ellie, hi. Hi, Ellie. I always forget to say hi to you, and then I feel bad. I always see you in the chat, and then I assume you know that I love you. I'm guilty of it. Here, when I don't say I love you, I'm guilty. I'm not ignoring you, but like, I know that you know I love you. Like Josephine. She comes in, and then I like don't say anything to her. She knows I love her. She feels it. Carrie Rush knows the same thing. But Carrie Rush, she's popular. I saw her on America's Most Wanted, I think. Just kidding. Carrie Rush, thank you so much for being here. Amber, but I called you Amber Grimm. No, I called you A.M. Bergman. A.M. Bergman. Why wouldn't I just, yes, can you fossilize a turd? I don't know. I think I want to be a fossil turd. Do you think I could? Well, at least Carrie laughed. So I won't get a cease and desist in the mail. So, thank you so much. Are my lips getting bigger? I think they are. Do you guys? Never mind. I won't tell you a secret. I have a secret, but I'm not going to tell you. Thank you so much for the super chats. I need 12 more super chats. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Joshy, thank you. Yes, I saw it on PBS. They found fossilized human poop. They found a big turd that was fossilized. You know how I said about branding and resale? So someone's going to come in and say, dude's wearing fluorescent shades. He's wearing a greasy baseball hat. And he's talking about turds. And then he's going to go talk to someone about their branding, that their branding isn't good. Let's face the facts. I've been in business 30 years. People know what they get with me. They know that it's not about the cover of the book. They know it's about the information inside of it. True. Why do you think I worked for national auction houses? It's just the truth. I started watching your Juliana videos, learned so much. I'm a reseller on Etsy, costume jewelry in class. Not the same ballpark as your stuff. Oh, don't do that. No, jewelry's not a competition. Don't do that, Ruth, because I love you. Don't do that. I only sell maybe one a month if I'm lucky. How can we help you? Amber, what do you want me to stop? Saying that I'm a turd? There needs to be a song for me. Josie said Viking turd. Yeah. Can you imagine? Thank you so much for the super chats, you guys. 105 people showering me with love and money. I feel wealthy and I want to roll around in imaginary money. I wonder, do you think YouTube will send me it in cash or like coins that I can roll around in and get sweaty and then, never mind. You are a wealth of information and thank you for sharing. Talk about your education and career path. Sure. I was, no problem. I was born and raised an artist. Someone said, do you want to become an artist? And I said, no, I already am. And that's when I was like 6 because they said, what do you want to be when you grow up? And, all the other kids were like, I want to be an astronaut. Well, shoot for the sky, kid. If you want to crap yourself in space, if you want to put on an adult diaper and go crap yourself to death, you go right on ahead. I'm keeping my feet on the ground, and I was born an artist. So, like, I'm keeping my feet on the ground, and I'm an artist. But if you want to shit yourself and you want to fly to the moon, all the power to you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to take a dump in your own pants and go to the moon, you go right on ahead. But I wanted to create beauty, and I knew that I was different from a very young child, and so did my mother. My mother, she was very well aware that she had a strange kid. Her other kid, was normal, but I mean, my brother's not normal. Newsflash. Sorry, Matt. And that's when I became your stalker. Well, when I decided not to crap myself. You're laughing? No, I am Capricorn. Oh, and I'm sorry. My education, I went to high school, and then I went to college, and I have 2 degrees, one in metalsmithing with a specialization in photography. And then I was going to go to get my master's, and no, because I didn't want to teach, and look at me, right? I didn't want to teach because I didn't have the patience, and I knew my limitations were, don't be a teacher because you don't have the patience. So I knew I shouldn't teach because, well, me and children, no, no, no. Someone said, are you going to have kids? And I looked at them like, are you friggin' crazy? Are you absolutely out of your friggin' mind? No. The answer is no. I mean, I had to put my friend Steph, her baby, she was adorable. Like, I loved her, but I didn't want to touch her because, I don't know, kids are germy and they smell. It's true. And so, but she handed me the baby and she said, put her to bed. And I go, huh? And I'm like rigid. You know how a baby can feel you like not like relaxed, And she handed me Sadie, and I was like, this. And she's like, go put her to bed. And I'm like, she goes, lay her on your chest. She'll hear your heartbeat and she'll go to bed. No, she wouldn't because I was stiff as a board. And Steph came in and she's like, relax. And I'm like, how do you relax with a baby on your chest? Like, it stinks. She's like, she doesn't stink. I said, she does. And anyways, but I loved her, but like from a distance, like from across the table, I loved that kid. I absolutely loved that baby more than anything. It taught me about myself that I was too selfish to be a parent. It's true. I said it. Someone said don't say things like that because there's power in your words. I'm just saying the truth. I'm saying the truth. Stink bomb. It's true. She was adorable, but she's a stink bomb. Oh, so I went to university, 2 degrees, and then realized I didn't have the patience to be a teacher. Couldn't do it. Couldn't be a teacher. Couldn't do it. And what the hell is that? I don't even know what that comment meant. It's, kids are overrated. Well, they are when they're singing Christmas carols outside your what's-its-face. You know what I'm saying? They, anyways, it's crazy. So, as I was saying, and then someone asked me, what is my business plan or something? Well, I retired 3 times. I retired from the veterinary clinic after 17 and a half years because I love animals. They're my jam. We all know that. And so I was a veterinary assistant, and I saved the lives of countless animals. And then I also stayed with them when their owners couldn't stay with them in the final decision. You know what I mean. And so I stayed with them, and I held them as they passed. And it was a great honor and a great privilege to be able to do that. It was my calling in life. Someone said, how were you able to do that? How couldn't I have? How was I not made to do that? The first animal I helped pass was, there's a huge spider on my wall, but I can't kill it. It just needs to go away. I hope it doesn't crawl on me. All right, I'm going to go inside. There's a gigantic spider right there. But the point is like, how was I not going to be able to do that? How was I not going to be able to be that person? Because who else was going to do it? No one else was going to do it. So I had to. I had to do it. I hope that spider didn't go in my house. If it did, it's okay. It's fine. It'll leave me alone. Long story short is, what is my business model? I don't know, because I've retired, so many times. Can I tell you guys a plan that I haven't really said openly. I mean, I've hinted at it, but I would like to say that I would like to be down to fewer sales every month on Bully. Um, I have a lot of local sales that I have to address in the next year. Local deals and local auctions. And now I'm getting into some of the bigger parts of the collection. It's okay to say that. My son doesn't want children. Honestly, I think if you had a baby, you'd be a good father. Thank you, Amber. I appreciate that. Yeah, but we'd have to hatch the baby. I don't know how that all works. I didn't listen in school. You know, the birds and the bees. I didn't quite understand that, apparently. But I was like, can two bees get together? Thanks so hard. Hated point. Yeah, Jacqueline. I know. Can't believe anyone... Carl Ray caught it. I'm sure Michelle Guida caught it. I can't believe anyone wouldn't hold... Oh, they can't... Some people can't do that. Some people can't do that. So some people can't. One of the greatest honors in life is to be with someone when they pass, animal or person. Sherry, I agree. I just wasn't the human part of it. You know what I'm saying? People understand that about me. I'm not being cruel about humans. Jeremy was a hospice aide for 15 years. So Jeremy's, quote, job was to stay with people that were passing, to hold their hand as they passed. Talk about a job that I would not want. That would be very, very difficult. That'd be very, very difficult. And thank you for saying hi, Sherry. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, Jeremy, he was, I think that's why I fell so deeply in love. I think that's why I fell so deeply in love. Don't want to say it. Hey, Jason, my mom and sister love your content. Not my cup of tea, but I recognize good content. Keep up the good work, buddy. Hi, Robert. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you saying that. My content's not for everyone, and I appreciate you stopping in and supporting me and not judging me. Can everyone say thank you to Robert? My mom and sister love your content. Not my cup of tea, but I recognize good content. Thank you so much. Can everyone say thank you to Robert? I appreciate that very much, Robert. And maybe someday I will surprise you. Just give me the opportunity. Don't count me out just yet. You want to talk about some things that aren't about antiques or jewelry? Give me a chance. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, welcome in. Look at Pistachio welcoming every single person in. Pistachio, I don't know how you do it. I miss so many people in the chat, and you welcome everyone here. 110 people. Alice, 90 thumbs up. Can we get to 10 more thumbs up and we'll go inside the light box? Can I ask what your mom was laughing so hard about in your short video? A. Johnson. So, can I answer that? I don't want to answer it with a question, but I'm going to. Can you imagine spending 3 days with me? So that's my answer. That was my mom in the YouTube short. She was laughing so hard, she was crying. Can you imagine spending 3 days with me? I would drive you to tears, too. I would drive you to tears. We went on the road trip, and we went to... Pistachio is a gem. You're damn right that she is. Yeah, she is. You have to laugh. So I drove her crazy for 3 days. And it was, she was... I don't want to say it. She was, you were laughing. It was so cute. Yeah, seeing her happy... She's not here. I hope not. I hope she's not here. I don't want to say it if she's here. Seeing her happy makes me... do you guys... Can I say something else? Because, like, I think people have it a little twisted. Because they go, oh, he's only about buying and flipping. Buying and flipping. He's only about bragging about the things he owns and blah, blah, blah. And he's only about reselling. And he's only about the amount of money he makes. No. Polar opposite. Polar opposite. Polar opposite, everybody. I love the things I find. I love talking about beauty and I love educating people. But seeing my mother happy was the best thing I found in 3 days. And I found some hella great antiques. When you see the Lutz vase that I bought, the Lutz vase that I bought would make an antique dealer's year. It would make an antique dealer's year. The Lutz vase is incredible. My favorite thing that I found on that trip was the joy of my mother. And that is true. That's not true. Your mom's adorable. That's what I just said. Don't get it twisted. I didn't say anything bad about my mom. You never talk about the money part for me. It's all about the beauty you show us and the information. I love my mom. I needed her happy, and I found I learned something about myself on that trip, and I learned something about the love of my family. It's true. Take it for what it's worth. Alice, no, Jason is not about sharing and educating all of us. His mother is amazing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Michelle Guida. Oh boy. That'll start the waterworks. I am very blessed. I agree, Jen Jen. Nurses have something, you can't explain it. My mom was a nurse, and she's always a nurse. You like the video of Jeremy looking in the trash can for the drill bit and you laughing. I was laughing so hard because she had thrown it away. She threw away Jeremy's drill bit. And then he was digging for it. And then because I said, what did you do? And she said, I threw away, she whispered it, I threw away Jeremy's drill bit. And I said, what did you do? I threw away Jeremy's drill bit. We laughed Jeremy giggled the whole time. He giggled. That was Jeremy giggling in the video, by the way. Terry Dalton, welcome in, Robert. Keep watching. Jason is an SME on everything. He's a very informative and truly wonderful person that has a kind heart. Him sharing his time and knowledge with us, we are thankful. Thank you. That makes up for... Zip. Chrissy, thank you so much. Michelle Guida, I'm going to swim through that. Oh, Terry, thank you. I wouldn't call myself an expert. I leave that to you. I defer. Can I also talk about... No, I won't talk about it. I was going to talk about something else that's been on my mind. We'll skip it. Let's get in the light box. Oh, we only got 96 thumbs up. I need 4 more. 4 more thumbs up, and I'm going to show you some things that you won't believe. Why am I nervous? I'm shaking my legs. Did you see I was shaking my legs? Look at my whole head. I look like a bobblehead. Hi, Roberta. I look like a bobblehead. Look, I look like... Never mind. Never mind. I gave it all I got. Tama, what are you talking about? Tama, are you in the right chat? Average Amy. Hi, sweetheart. No. I don't have that disorder. I just get nervous. Marie. Have you guys ever seen me shake my legs on a live? I don't think so. Maybe I have to pee. Thank you so much for being here. Do you guys want to talk about... Oh, 105 thumbs up. Let's go into the light box. Oh, thanks, Tama. I was absolutely confused by the comment. My mom was a nurse her whole life, and she had an amazing ceremony by the Florence Nightingale organization. Coral Ray, James got his midnight coffee, and I think that is his favorite. No, no, then and again, no, I was confused. Jason, what kind of nurse was your mother? I was a nurse as well. Christy, my mom was, well, since she was in a psych ward, hold on, wait, I can't look at you and do this. Hold on, wait 1 second. I can't do it with okay. So, my mom, since she was in a psych ward, she was, I can't do it. So, she was, realistically, she was, a general hospital floor nurse, and, then she, worked at a dermatologist's office, and, was, a nurse with, I know Coral Ray. I had to. I had to do it. She's not here to defend herself until she comes in and goes, "Excuse me." Huh? When you dumped, what did you not bring up? You put in your leg. Carrie, what does that mean? Carrie, I don't know if... Carrie, are you okay? Jason, what kind of nurse? She was general floor hospital, and then she was worked at a... What is that? Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm not... Okay, I'm not seeing the chat. I got distracted. Shaking your leg. Not technically. So she's able to give comfort to patients, special gift to her patients. Absolutely. Dermatologist. Worked at a dermatologist office. Sorry, I got distracted by the chat. So my mom worked on a, she was a general floor nurse, and she had like, I don't know, the patient load, got worse as time went on. And then worked at a dermatologist office. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Wesley. Oh, Wesley, how's it going? Got my daily dose around solid 2 weeks. Much love, my friend. Thank you for being here, Wesley. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's Wesley Snipes. He's my friend, and he's epic. And Jeremy gave me your message, but then I freaked out, and I was like, I don't want to chase these people away. So, I'm glad, Pistachio, my mom, this piece of work. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. Can we go in the light box and I show you marbles? And then we'll talk about values. Is that okay? And then we'll talk about jewelry as well, because I don't want my jewelry people to hate me. We could talk about marbles and, what's its face? Oh, your stepmom is a nurse. How's everyone doing out there? I kind of don't want to go inside just yet. All right, let's go inside. All right, we'll do it. All right. Oh, and then I have a favor to ask of all of you when we go inside. I don't ask for favors often, but I have a favor to ask of you tonight. So please stay tuned. And then the vault sale is coming up on the 25th. I'm so excited. Look how I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna get crazy. Let's go in the light box. I showed you books. I showed you the Rubina glass. This is Cambridge Rubina. Very, very, very hard to find. And that is blue in the center. That is blue, and then it goes green, then it goes yellow, and it goes into red. 1924, 1925. And absolutely awesome. I don't know where Pringles Pete is. And you guys, I bought this from Elizabeth K, Handmade Jewelry. I think that's what her thing is on YouTube, Elizabeth K. So do you guys remember my Maramamba ring? This one? My Maramamba ring that I wear all the time. So Maramamba ring, okay? Maramamba ring, right? Thank you for the hearts. Who's ever sending the hearts up the chat? And here's my Maramamba ring. Everyone knows that one. Look, I got the matchy-matchy bracelet from Elizabeth K. Yes, I did. Elizabeth K. Jewelry and Art. So please check her out on YouTube. Can you imagine this? This was in a box for over a year and I never even looked at it. I ordered it from her, never even looked at it. And then I was like, what the hell just happened? Crazy rare stone. And look how much better hers is than mine. Look how much better hers is than mine. And it does have a little crack in the stone. She called it. She said, there's a crack in the stone in the corner. And I said, not going to stop me. Not going to stop me at all. Look at that for Maramamba from Australia. Reddish, blue, green, and within the tiger eye family. But isn't this amazing? And then look at this. Look, I can actually get the cuff on. Are you ready for this? I can actually get the cuff on, and then I can put the ring on. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Look at the ring, and then look at the cuff. Look at that cuff bracelet. Look how huge it is. Solid sterling silver. Don't they look like they go together? Don't they look like they've been together for 50 years? And I didn't know that this matched my stone. And she didn't know what the stone was, and neither did I when I bought it. Because I go, I don't know, but it's awesome for sterling silver. So I took a chance. So if you all want some of the most beautiful, beautiful pieces of jewelry, go over to Elizabeth K. Absolutely love her. I don't think she thinks I love her anymore because we don't talk that much. That girl can do no wrong. That girl can do no wrong. Trust me. That girl can do no wrong. She's an angel. She's an angel amongst resellers. There's some. Never mind. Jason. Duh, duh, have so much I want to say about some resellers, but whoop, I don't have to, because there's like the dun 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 dun. The. Anyways, pyramid. All right. So let's get into the light box. Let's do this. And if you don't know Elizabeth K, you need to. And Roberta was here earlier, and Roberta sells with her. And Jewelry Nurse, Cindy, Jewelry Nurse, who is also epic and fantastic. And I love them. I'm going to bring the light box in. I'm going to take this in. And then can you all tell me where you're watching from tonight? Please and thank you. Tell me where you're watching from. What state or country are you watching from? Please and thank you. Please let me know. What state are you watching from? And how much do you love your Jason Adams? How much do you love your JJ Adams? So tell me how much you love me. And tell me if I ever let you down. Because I need to know that too. I need to know if I ever let you down. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. You wait until we get inside of this light box. And I show you some of these incredible treasures. We are going to talk about marbles. Also, I have 2 rings out that I wanted to do a poll on that are going to come into another live feed. And then we're going to talk about marbles, and I'm going to do some side-by-sides to show you some of my limited information on toy marbles. And thank you for letting me chat with you tonight. I just didn't feel like I had to race through this information. I just felt like I wanted to chat with all of you. And this has been such a delight this evening, and I sure hope you've had a great time, because I've had a wonderful time having you so far. So inside the light box, I put in the jewelry pieces. And oops, I got way too close. Hold on, let me zoom out a little bit. Sorry to fidget with the camera. That's the last time I'll do that, I promise. Let me grab my ice pack because my phone does like to heat up. Wow, look at you all. You're all over the place. Oh my God, all over the United States. Please don't go anywhere, guys. Please don't go anywhere, guys. I love you, Roberta. I see you in the chat. I thought you left. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. Oh, no. Hold on. Hold on. I shut my camera off for a second. I'm so sorry about the camera. I turned the camera off. I'm so sorry. Is everyone still here with me? And I'm so sorry about the camera angle. I hate to apologize, but I'm so sorry about the camera angle. Now we're all wonky and weird. Hold on. Let's see here. Is the effects on? I don't know if the effects are on. I don't know. I bumped the camera. Are we okay? All right. We're going to talk about some great stuff. So just give me a moment if you don't mind. Let me turn off my thing over here. And let me get this back in the house. And we're going to talk about some incredible marbles. And I do have a favor to ask of all of you. I don't want to lose sight of the channels that I appreciate. I don't want to lose sight of the channels that I appreciate, okay? So can you guys grab a piece of paper and a pencil? Is it okay? Because I do have a favor to ask. Can you guys grab a piece of paper and a pencil? All of you, let me know when you have your pencil and paper ready. Hi, Jason. I just wanted to let you know I got my order to you today, and everything is beautiful, and I really love the green necklace. Hi, Lee Smoke. Oh, honey, I was worried because, I never know with the new buyers if people like what they get, And I never want to let somebody down. Lee Smoke, thank you so much for saying that. I just want to let you know I got my order from you today, and everything is beautiful, and I really love the green necklace. Lee Smoke, can everyone welcome Lee? And I think it's Lee, and maybe it's Smoke. Lee's. So can everyone say hi to Lee? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Oh my God, thank you so much for that. Lee, thank you. Hi, Pamela Tomlinson. Hi, Deborah Barnes. I haven't seen you in forever. Rebecca Giordano, North Carolina. Oh, I was down by you. I was in Statesville, North Carolina. That's where these 3 pieces came from. Statesville Pawn Shop. There's my gold rings. We can talk about some gold rings tonight. Absolutely. This is one of my favorites. Can you guys do me a favor? Now that you have your piece of paper and your pencil, Oh, it's pronounced smoke. Okay, so it's Lee and then smoke. All right. I didn't know if it Lee Smoke, but Lee, and then Smoke. Hi, Betty Tower. How are you, honey? Thank you for being here. I didn't know you were here. And look at this. So if everyone's ready for their piece of paper and pencil, I don't want to ever lose track of the channels that I appreciate. So give me 1 second. Let me move these out and we'll move these back in. And then there's a poll. I need you to tell me which one of these diamonds you would wear. White gold or yellow gold. We're not there yet, so don't answer. Just so everybody knows, we sell on Bully Run Coffee and we sell on Bully Run Coffee. Anyone that's new here, go to the website, www.bullyruncoffee.com. Scroll down to where you see the coffee beans. Just like Lee did, she took a chance on us. She went in, she subscribed to the channel. That's where we sell on YouTube on Tuesday nights. And Lee came in and she made some claims and she's delighted with her order. We have not had any returns for over a year and a half. We had one return early on, but that's because a reseller badmouthed us. This is truthful. This is factual. A reseller badmouthed us and said we were like a bully or whatever. And then the person threw a baby fit and returned 3 items. And that's the truth of all of it. And I have the emails and texts and all that to prove all that. So that is truth. And we threw that person out anyway. So, and that was the only return we had in now 2 years. We had just that one return in 2 years. It's just crazy how well you all have responded to what we sell. And Lee, thank you for the unsolicited support of our channel. Bully Run Coffee is where we sell. Can you do me a favor? 97 people. And then we're going to talk about marbles. Let me show you that one. We're going to talk about marbles. So let's get in here and let's get some marbles ready to go. And I want to show you the difference between these two. That's very important tonight. If we don't learn anything else, we're going to learn between handmade and machine made and some basic values. Then I'll show you some other ones that I didn't put in the thumbnail. Okay. Oh, thank you, Anoni, for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Oh, that's so ridiculous. Everything I've purchased has been phenomenal. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was just the one. But the other, never mind. I'm not going to get into the specifics. Anyways, so just one return and whatever, you know. Please stay tuned for the Paige Palmer jewelry collection. This is going to be epic. You're going to go crazy. You're going to go absolutely nuts for the Paige Palmer jewelry collection. And then do me a favor. Here is where you have homework. This is where you have homework. All right. I need you to subscribe to Beth at the Turtle Shell. Okay. So Beth sells on YouTube. I absolutely love her. The channel is The Turtle Shell. You got it? Write these 4 down. You're not going to want to forget these channels. Very important. Very important. I find great joy in these 4 channels. Now, it's not the only 4 channels. I'm giving you 4 channels tonight because people say, what can I watch when you're not on? What can I watch when you're not on? Lady Sylvia, and it's at Lady Sylvia 4018. Lady Sylvia, she's been one of mine forever. She'll be one of mine forever. I will never let this lady go. I absolutely friggin' love her. Lady Sylvia, at Lady Sylvia 4018. All right, you got that one written down? Your other homework, the OG. The most elegant, the most beautiful, the most truthful, the most loyal, the most steadfast, the most brilliant, Thelma Thrift. Absolutely epic. Top of the heap. Friend to all. And Thelma Thrift, thank you, thank you, thank you. So please go over and subscribe to Thelma Thrift, all right? And then the last and not least, I saved the best for last, Lisa Hand. My friend in Oregon, at Lisa Hand 1204. So on YouTube right here, Lisa Hand, at Lisa Hand 1204. That is your homework. That's all I'm asking you for, is to consider going to those channels, taking a look, and subscribing to those channels. Okay? Lisa Hand 1204. Okay? Is everyone good? I think so too. All right. So those are your 4. Those are your 4. I want you to write them down for a reason. Those are your 4. Don't say I told you so. When you go to those channels, distinctly different. Distinctly different. Distinctly different. They're absolutely amazing. And they're absolutely incredible. The quality of their content is amazing. And then they've never pissed on me in my friendship. All right. So let me be clear on that. They've been very, very kind and very loyal when I was pricklier than a cactus, and when I was broken and depressed, and I was down in the dumps. I needed some help spiritually, and those were the channels that I watched. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave everything else unsaid. And if someone else comes in and says something inappropriate, let the games begin. All right, here we go. This is, okay, let me get my bearings here. Okay, here we go. So you want to talk about the, sure, Wesley, sure. Okay, we're going to talk about antique and contemporary. I was going to have you guess which is which. Noni, thank you so much, sweetheart. You subscribe to all of them. Noni, thank you. And, please let me know in the chat if you guys go over there and what you think. This is antique. This is an antique. This is a Joseph's coat is what this is called. Joseph's coat. Yes, it's got chips. Yes, it's got a pontil. This is an antique, 1880, 1890. They say Victorians were like brown, black, tan, brown, black, tan. Nope, not so much. And this is a contemporary of a Joseph's coat. This is signed. I don't know if this is Mark Matthews. Let me take a quick look here. There's a couple contemporary artists that I had collected for a very long time. Let me take a look here if this is a Mark Matthews. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm so sorry. This is an '08. Is this, I think this is by Lee, L-E-E. Yeah. See, I'm rusty at this. Signed right there, something Lee and then '08. I'm rusty at this, but look how this mimics an old one. 1880, 2010, 2000, '08, so 2005 to 2010 in production, and beautifully done. This is antique, and this price difference, $250 as is, a big chip on it. Well, maybe it's $175 with the chip on it. And then contemporary, 90, 80, 90, but still fantastic. See how they mimic each other? Antique, and then more contemporary. Do you see? Is that okay? Is that all right? Is that okay? Okay. Oh, I know, Michelle. I know. Absolutely stunning. Oh, look at Deborah Barnes and Velvet. Chit-chatting. Perfect. I so love that people get along in my chat. I love that. Look at them. And Velvet Vault, Mandy, she's awesome, guys. Check out her YouTube channel, and she sells on Whatnot, and she's my friend. She's been my friend. Are all quality marbles signed? No, Joshy. No, not very many are, actually. Good question. Very good question. Very good question. I do need some sort of, oh my gosh, it's an exact match. Elizabeth K, if you ever watch my streams again, Elizabeth K, thank you for the cuff bracelet that matches my Marimamba ring. Oh my gosh, Elizabeth K, I bought this from her like a year ago and I never looked at it. I'm not the hoarder, but I never really studied it. And I go, oh my God, her cuff bracelet is Marimamba. And she said she didn't know what the stone was. And guess what? Back then, I didn't know either. But look at the metallic pyrite, and look at that epic sunset, and check out my cityscape. Hello? Is anyone watching what just happened here? And look how I made my ring, and it almost matches the... It looks like I made the bracelet too, doesn't it? I couldn't believe this. Elizabeth K, you made a dream come true. You guys, she sells on YouTube. She's a sweet, sweet lady. She's a genuine soul. And don't let anyone kid you about her. Just amazing. I absolutely love her. I want to talk about some of these in this one. Oh, I want to talk about corkscrews. Let me show you what a corkscrew is on a popeye. Are you ready for that? So, are you ready for a corkscrew and Popeye? Yes, Noni, because I was getting ready for a move at the time, and so everything went into like totes. It went into totes, and I was packing for a move, and I'm still packing for a move. And she is a genius of an artist. You're damn right she is. But she's an angel. She's an angel, and she's never turned on me. So many others have. She never turned on me. She never turned on me. And I'm only, never mind, Jason, don't say it. Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. I'm going to get in trouble if I say it. These are corkscrews. All of these four are Akro Agate. Okay. Oh, thanks for the hearts up the side. Who's ever sending me the hearts up the sides, thank you so much. And please double tap that screen and like this video. I really appreciate it. These are all Akro Agate. Let me say it one more time and get it out right. These are all Akro Agate. Oh, I lost my feed over here. Nope. All right, hold on. All four are Akro Agate. All right, everybody good? I think everybody's good. All right. So this is Akro Agate tricolor, red, yellow, blue. It's slightly larger. So this one in this condition years ago is probably, someone could ask like 95. Now I think this might be, I don't think it's 95 anymore. I think this is probably 65. I think it's gone down. But don't quote me on that. I'm not exactly sure. And then this is a corkscrew. It's a two color. So we've got mint green and kind of tomato soup. And see the corkscrew? See what I mean? It looks like a snake that wrapped around the marble. See how that's two colors? Green. It's a corkscrew. All right. Popeyes are corkscrews, but they're Popeyes because they have translucent bodies. Do you see the body of the marble is clear, aka translucent? So these are called Popeyes. Some people call it ketchup and mustard. Some people call it egg and something. They have all these different names. Who cares? These are Popeyes. Okay. Value on these years ago, oh gosh, $45 a piece all day long in wet mint. That's called wet mint. There's no chips. So marble collectors call that wet mint because you can see they're wet and they're minty. And beautifully, beautifully executed. Those are Akro Agate Popeyes. So they are corkscrews, but they are Popeyes. Now, do you understand what I said earlier? So all Popeyes are corkscrews, but not all corkscrews are Popeyes. Do you see? I can show you what we say in the collector world. So that's kind of a little bit of a deeper dive. But you kind of get what I'm saying. Values on these, I've been out of the market for so long, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty much right. You know, I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close on values. Did anyone need any clarification on Akro Agate? I have one of the most comprehensive collections of Akro Agate. It's been one of my favorites for a long time. Lisa, thank you for saying that. Got it. Thank you. Looking at these brings back memories of my childhood recess. Yes, absolutely. 100%. There was a marble dig in Akron years ago. There was a big marble dig. And let me show you a, what's its face? Let me show you a Maglite. Let me show you a Maglite marble. Because people always ask, they go, what's a Maglite marble? And I was like, well, I'm not an expert, but I can show you. Let me shut the light out. Maglites have a tendency to have high content of uranium. So when you go through your marbles, blacklight them. Boom, right there, Maglite. Let's see here. Oh, right here, Maglite. Yep, look at that for uranium. Now, when the orange or the pink goes like a fluorescent color, that's because it has cadmium. So this one right here has a high content of cadmium. Now, all right, let's look at these three. Let's do this. Let's look at with UV light. And then let's look at with normal lighting. And then just remember what I show you on these. Now let me find my other one. And thank you all so much for letting me show you some Maglite marbles. I have more than what's in this bag. But this is a corkscrew that has uranium. And that's kind of, I don't want to say a rare thing, but it's kind of a more unusual thing. So that is an Akro corkscrew that has uranium. That is, oh gosh, I forget who this is. That might be a corkscrew as well. And then look how that one has cadmium in it. So remember, let me turn the light back on and I'll show you the colors in daylight. And then I'll show you the colors with UV. All right, so let's UV them again. You know I don't glow everything because it's such the fad, and I go, stop glowing everything. And then when you watch I'm going to turn the light back on, guys. If you're sensitive, look away. There we go. So look at the colors with just normal lighting. This, you see this is just white. This is that almost limey color. limey Vaseline color, and then you wouldn't think that this would fluoresce because it does have cadmium in it. I do not know who made this marble. I thought it was more contemporary. If this one is vintage, it's craziness. It's just craziness. It's craziness. Now let me show you something, because contemporary marbles still have uranium. All right, you saw the colors, right? Okay, so we saw the basic colors. White on red, lime green with white, and then yellow, gold, Lutz, and black. Now that's called Lutz in the marble. L-U-T-Z, Lutz. L-U-T-Z, Lutz. That's a Lutz. Metallic gold. Let me show you with the UV light. Look at the way that glows. Electric, that's got uranium. Look at the white going electric lime green with that wonderful corkscrew of cherry red. And then you have this magnificent fluorescence in that yellow that absolutely pops because there's cadmium inside that marble. Wonderful, wonderful glowers. And those are called maglite. There are other marbles specifically that are maglite. But look at the way you wouldn't think that white would UV. I wouldn't think so. I would pass on this, but nope, nope. And I said, I think this is contemporary. If this isn't contemporary, boy, I might have a winner. So if any marble expert out there knows what this is, who made this, or how old it is, please let me know. That could be an extremely expensive marble or a $5 marble. I wouldn't know. I'm not the marble expert. I'm not the marble expert. I'm not the marble expert. I wouldn't claim to be. Let's look at antique Lutz. Antique Lutz marbles can go for a fortune. How do I know? Personal experience. I don't want to make a comment on some of the things that I've sold over the years. But some of the things I've sold over the years, I mean, we're talking big bucks. All right. I think all of these, let me zoom in. We are way too far away. Let me zoom. Is that good enough for everybody, or do I need to go closer? I could put this up on a little box. Let's solve that problem, and let's get this up on a little box. All these are antique and worth a lot of money. So those of you that are here tonight are very lucky, because these are worth quite a substantial amount of money. Let me get a little box to put you up on. Oh no, let me do this. If anyone out there from this company knows me, please send me some of that. Oh, that's one of my beauty secrets. All right, one of many, by the way. No children was my other beauty secret. Oh, onion skin. These are all, let me make sure. Oh, maybe not this one. Hold on, I got to make sure I'm right. I don't need anyone coming for me. I got enough of the problems with that already. All right, all of these are pre-1900. All right, so all of these are pre-1900. Got it? All of these are pre-1900. These are all handmade from Germany. Did you hear what I said? All German, all handmade, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. This one, oh boy. I had someone look at this years ago, and there was a dispute over this one. So I'm going to leave this out for now. Is it a hand-gathered single pontil? I don't think so. I don't think so. But if there's a marble expert out there watching, would you like to say what this is publicly? Do you want to text me later on tonight and tell me what that is? You can text me later on tonight, because I think you're watching. And this is contemporary, but it has Lutz. See the little sparkles all over? That is considered Lutz. People say, Goldstone! And I'll say, okay, but you have to yell it, though. You can't just say, Goldstone. You have to yell it. You have to scream down someone's mouth hole, and you have to say, I'm an expert, Goldstone. And you have to do it just that way. Anyways, these are Lutz. These are Lutz, and these are antique. And I know the antique collectors, even heavily chipped. I know the antique marble collectors out there are going to go apeshit. If they were wet mint, they'd be a fortune. But I have these in wet mint. I'll show you some more Lutz in a little bit. These are not Indians. A lot of times they'll say these are Indian. And I'll say, no, they're not. It's because I said so. I'll show you an Indian marble. 2 pontils. Pontil here, pontil here, pontil here, pontil here. These are Lutz. And look at those wide bands of Lutz. Solid ribbon core on this one. Let me see here. Solid core on this one. And then you have those 2 bands of the Lutz, very severely chipped, but still very good placeholders. Extremely good placeholders. These are the divided ribbon cores, and let me see if Latticino is in here. I don't want to get yelled at. Oh, I got to avoid the problems. Solid core there, meaning solid core on the inside. I should be showing you those things. You can look in the books, though. That'll really help you out. This is a solid core. Look at that for a gorgeous antique handmade marble. And then check this one out. Don't they look like candy? Don't they look like absolute balls of candy? There's such joy in these. Look at all the little air pockets. They were using recycled glass. It's a total truthful thing. And oh, are my hands dirty? Boy, the close up on this one. Boy, I'm gonna hear about this on the replay. Let me clean out my hands. All right, I don't need yelled at. You know. You'd love to see how marbles are made. There's a video on that Dirty Jobs guy. What's his name? The Dirty Jobs guy. Oh, I have an onion skin. I'll show you. Keep your pants on. The Dirty Jobs guy. Is it Mike, whatever his face is? Mike something. Mike something. Mike Rowe. Is that his name, guys? Mike Rowe? Michael Rowe. He did a video, I think at Jabo, how they were making the marbles. He was doing the marbles things. He was doing the marble videos, and he showed you how marbles are made. Dirty Jobs or something. I don't know. But I think he went to Jabo, and I think what's his face was there that day. Oh gosh. This one's an onion skin. See how the stripe goes all the way on the outside, and then it's encased in clear. Very, very. Some people will say peppermint swirl. Oh gosh. You know, oh, and then they fight over the names now. It's the most ridiculous thing. To watch a grown adult-ass man fight over terms, it's embarrassing. You want to crawl under the table. And women, they're just the same with the marble stuff. I think they like to pull each other's hair over it. Divided ribbon core. And I've seen so many people over the years, antique dealers and collectors, just ruin hobbies. Yeah, they just like shit all over each other, and everybody's got to know more than the next person. This one is mica. Mica, 1890. If someone says 1880, I'd say okay. See how that has the pontil there, and then all those mica flecks. You know mica, and all those mica flecks are on the outside of that. Kind of unusual to find it in the amber color. I have it in blue as well. Let's get into the one box. And then I have peewees, but I don't think this is a peewee. I think this is too big for a peewee. Let me look. No, that could be a peewee. I forget the millimeter for peewee. Does anyone out there know so we can fight with one another? Is there a marble expert out there? No one wants to say anything because they don't want me to yell at them. 14 millimeter or 13 millimeter? 13 millimeter. Can we call it a peewee or we're not allowed to? I don't know what we're allowed to do these days. I don't know what's allowed in the hobby. Beautiful ribbon core there. And look at those really fine lines on the outside. I don't know. Are you guys enjoying this? I sure am. Let me grab a couple more. So those are all German handmade. All right. So those are all 1880, 1890. You are the best. I don't know about that. Oh, shiznit. Look who the cat just drug in. Elizabeth K. I was talking about you. It was all bad stuff. I said you can't be trusted, and you turned on me. Elizabeth K., I haven't seen you in forever, and I love you so much. I shouted out your channel unsolicited, and I just think you're amazing. And I showed your bracelet I bought from you. Your ears were burning. Elizabeth K., honey, do you remember? I wanted to talk about this, but now I don't. This is one of my favorite machine maids, and I know marble collectors just lost their shit. They're gonna watch this back on replay and be like, "No, wait a minute, this is the jewelry guy." They're gonna go, "Is this the jewelry guy?" And I'm gonna say, "What you talking about?" That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, "Girl, what you talking about?" And they're gonna say, "Well, I thought this was the jewelry guy. Isn't this the jewelry guy on YouTube?" Yeah, I only did jewelry. I never did anything else but jewelry. I never did vintage and collectible marbles. I never did estate sales. I didn't sell on eBay for, 29 years or 28 years now. Oh my God. And then this one. Elizabeth K., don't leave, honey. Oh, God, someone would offer me a lot and I'd say, no, I'm sorry, can't do it. Oh my good God. Oh, it's a Christensen, according to this guy. Christensen, according to this guy. Why did I throw it around? I don't know. Yeah, frick Google. Frick Google. Google can suck it. This one is, oh God. Look at that for a China. Look at that. Oh gosh, I'm gonna lose my mind in this. I think this is alley agate. Can someone correct me out there and yell down my mouth hole and tell me this isn't alley agate? I don't know. This one is a corkscrew and unusual colors, but do you see how that's not a Popeye? Little tiny chip right there. When marble collectors, they get a red ass. This is a Popeye, translucent body, and that's a Popeye. You can see that it got a little messed up, so the corkscrew isn't perfect. But that's a big Popeye as well. Long story short is, what was I gonna say? Oh, I lost my train of thought. It's here and gone. Oh well, here and gone. Is this Marble King? No, this is... Oh, good God. I can't remember that one. I had let this hobby go so many years ago. This is another Popeye because it's the translucent body. White, a cloudy bluish white with the red swirl. Mm-hmm. Oh, marbles are used as toys, and they got so like, oh, this has a little chip, so that's a something something out of a something something. It's a 9 out of a 10, and I go, oh my good God, can you just enjoy it? Can you just enjoy it as the fact that these were play toys? That you're lucky they even exist. And I always said that, like, I liked my marbles to not be perfect, but that was just me. I understand why they wanted the best example of something, but for Christ's sake, stop ruining a hobby. For, like, a person, like, just starting to collect, this is a very unusual corkscrew. See the banding in the blue and then that outline in the black? I'm sure this one now has a name. So someone's going to call this something and then they're going to say, well, that's the da-da-da-da-da. And then I'm like, okay, well, that's great. They're not all going to look the same anyway because the glass was always different. It changed throughout the day, throughout the runs. These were marble runs in the 1940s. Elizabeth K., did you come here to hear me complain? Oh, is Elizabeth K. still here or did she leave me? Did she leave me? I think she left me. Elizabeth K., are you still here? I love that lady. She is such the lady. And she's beautiful. And Elizabeth K., do you remember selling me this? Do you remember? And then you called it out and you were all upset because it had the hairline crack in the corner of it. Do you remember selling me this? Elizabeth K., I don't complete sets because I don't care about the set completion thing. I could care less about set completion because it drives me friggin' crazy. They go, set completion, and I go, what the hell are you even talking about? Look at how you match my ring. Elizabeth, I made this many years before you sold me this, and then I opened it, looked at it, and said, God, that's beautiful. And I said, it's a smaller cuff, and it's never going to fit me. And then look at this. Are you ready? Elizabeth K., look. It totally fits. It totally fits. Comfy, comfy. Totally fits. And then look at it with my Maramamba ring. Elizabeth K., this is Maramamba from Australia. I thought we were thinking tiger iron or tiger eye. No, Maramamba from Australia. Maramamba from Australia. And yours is 10 times better than mine. Like, your bracelet that you sold me is 8 million times better than my cuff bracelet. And look at me go. Like, I was supposed to have a marble show tonight. No, I want to promote Elizabeth K. And I love you. I absolutely love you. And she sells on YouTube, guys. So please race on over and subscribe to her because she's epic. She's epic. I love everything about you. I will never grow tired of you. Never. I wanted to talk about these, but now I kind of don't. And then I wanted to get into this bag, but I wanted to do some comparisons, and now my brain is not on it. My brain is simply not on it. Did you guys have questions about... Thank you. I know, I couldn't believe it, because look how my metalwork mimics the metalwork on this. Look how my metalwork, it's like I time traveled, I made this, and then I made this in my lifetime. It's like, did I make this my last lifetime? Because look at, yeah. Did I, Elizabeth K., you look at how oh my God, I love the difference. I love the same. I love the difference. It looks like it's cut out of the same stone. It looks like it's cut out of the same stone. It looks like it's cut out of the same exact. And doesn't it look like a continuation? I can't believe when this happens. And it doesn't happen that, well, doesn't happen that often, but it's not a big surprise to me, but I just couldn't believe that. You sold me that for nothing. You sold me that for like nothing. You sold me that for like no, I don't even know what to say, but thank you. I just love your channel, and I hope everyone understands that I got a hell of a buy. And I got a hell of a buy, and Elizabeth K, thank you. I don't know what to say. Like, our connection is real. My connection with you as an artist is real. I felt like I've known you forever, and I just love you. That's it. That's all I got. Oh, you said you love me back. Well, I love you more. Let's make jewelry and love a competition. Let's make jewelry and love a competition. Let's do it. Let's ruin everything. This is Cambodian blue zircon, the world's finest. This is coming to the vault sale. This is one of the pieces that I picked up in Statesville, and when I went down to Statesville on our big trip. And this is just absolutely the finest in the world. And this can hold up against any diamond all day long. The RI, the index is off the charts. It looks like an electric blue diamond. So this is coming over to the vault sale. One of the best. And look at the little signature there with the diamond on the Euro shank. And the diamond surround. These are that ring is as good as it gets. If you're in the market for a blue zircon ring, boom, we've got you covered. Can we do a quick check in the chat and make sure that you're all still here with me? Please put in the chat, which of these rings would you wear? Would you wear the yellow gold diamond or the white gold diamond? And let me do a side by side. So would you wear the yellow gold diamond and look at the little diamond underneath there? Or would you wear the white gold diamond? Which one would you wear? Which one would your personal preference be? White or yellow? Please put it in the chat. Please and thank you. White, 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 yellow, white. White, 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 yellow, yellow, white. Wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Both. I don't blame you. You can choose both, sure. Hi, Roberta. Yellow, yellow, white, white, white. You guys, Roberta has an awesome channel, too. I don't want to leave her out. I don't want to hurt Roberta's feelings. And Jewelry Nurse, I mentioned her earlier. Cindy, she's not here, but I don't care. I love my Cindy. I love Jewelry Nurse as well. So, white, yellow, white, white, white. Wow, I don't blame you. I am a fan of this white gold one. But look at the mounting on the yellow gold one. And isn't that epic? I think this is going into the vault sale. I think so. I'm going to have to put one of them in the vault sale, and I don't know which one. All right, one of them is going to have to go in the vault sale. I'm going to do a YouTube short on these as well. Love the show of the gold, though. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oval. I don't know. That was a toss-up. So architectural on that mounting. Oh, well. All right. Thank you so much. You can't hurt me. I would never try. No, there's other people I would try. Roberta, thank you so much. You can't hurt me. Oh, you love the little box? Yeah. Can I tell you guys I have a problem with the old boxes? I don't know why I decided to, but I decided to start selling more of the old boxes. All right, well, here was my homework for the other day. So here's my homework for the other day. I had to go through my old box and start selling them. And yeah, do you want to see what's in this? Do you want to see what's in that? I'm sure you do. Oh, I'm such a tease. You'll have to come to another live feed video. Oh, celluloid, ring boxes. Oh, looks like a wedding cake. Mm-hmm. This one, yep, yep. And then I love the leather ones. And then, I love when you push and look at the hand of someone over the years. Someone would be like, oh, that's so gross. That's so gross. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's gross. No, this is fabulous. That hand of someone over the years reaching in there and taking that out of there. Oh, come on. I mean, let's get a grip on it. That was electric purple back in the day, and it faded to this kind of mauve color. I don't like the word mauve. I don't like it. Ugh, I can't stand the word mauve. Does anyone out there like the word mauve? I don't like it. It almost tastes like when you say it, it almost tastes like you have cotton balls in your mouth. This one is epic because the bezel set stone on the clasp. Mm. Mm. I. Oh God, 1990s mauve. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, and then turquoise. Why did they? Never mind. I won't talk about it. You know, maybe that's right. Maybe everyone on YouTube says I'm just a bitch for no reason. But I did like the whole mauve and turquoise together, like mauve and turquoise. Like what was that about? Everything was mauve and turquoise. Reminds me of. Do you guys remember the Hotel Nights Inn? Do you guys remember that? It was like called Nights Inn, and everything was like purple velvet tassels, and I think it had red, like red and purple together. Am I imagining things? I don't like the word moist. I can't stand that word. It's terrible. Ugh, I can't stand that word. Not as bad as puce. Well, no, not really, but puce should be illegal. I think, and like, I don't like the word knickers. I don't like knickers or bloomers. Like for pants, I don't like that. I just don't like it. It's like, it tastes like a cotton ball in your mouth. It's weird. We all have things we don't like, but I like celluloid ring boxes that are in friggin' amazing condition. Cleveland, Ohio, like I'm ever going to sell that one. Like that's ever going to be for sale. That's going to be in my estate sale. That's never for sale. Um, it's true. Yeah, it's true. What do you mean? You need a band-aid? Well, I cut my finger before I went on live. And then I had these really cool like tattoo band-aids, but it doesn't look like a tattoo when it's wrapped around your thumb. But I cut my hand. Never mind. You don't want to know what I was doing. And I wasn't peeling apples. I wasn't peeling apples. I can promise you that much. Can we talk about other things? Or are we not allowed to? Can we talk about, do you guys want to talk about more marbles? Or do you want to talk about jewelry boxes? I'm so distracted. I am a squirrel. I really am. I'm a squirrel. It's true. Do you have a Night's Inn still? Really? I thought they all went out of business because they made it illegal. They made it illegal to put like tassels on everything. You know, it's like you were going into like, you know, it's like you transported back to like 1650 and Liberace. It's like if Liberace lived in 1650, that was like the decor of a Night's Inn. I'm going to get a cease and desist from them if they're still in business. But you know what I'm talking about? Like, you know, there should have been like a candelabra on a piano, but everything had tassels and it was purple. It's just not the jam, you know? And Night's Inn, I mean, it sounds like, I don't know. Let's leave it alone, I guess. No one's understanding my thing. You have tassels on your underwear. Joshi, why do you ruin my chat? Joshi, you... See, now that's gonna get me. That's gonna get me. That's gonna get me. Some 90s looking night's room. Weirdo hotel. Joshy boy, thank you. I can't even see the chat now. Damn it, Joshy. Damn you, Joshy. I'm like holding my hand up to the heavens. Damn it, Joshy. Oh, what a fun group. I swear. You guys really do. You chase the clouds away. I hope I do the same thing for you because you chase the clouds away. You chase the clouds away. Shake 'em, Joshy. These are the pearl and diamond earrings that are going vault sale. And I just had to show you these again because these came from the Statesville pawn shop. Why does that one pearl... There we go. Why does that one pearl fight with me? Stop fighting with me, lady. Here we go. There we go. Now we're good. All right. So pearl and diamond. These... I don't even know what to say besides... I know. Oh my gosh. I just made sure that we Night's Inn and we should... I calm up and say... Purple tassels, they're probably thinking I'm nuts. But they had purple... and no one remember Night's Inn? Am I imagining things again? Am I imagining things again? Did anyone ever go to Nights Inn? Okay, never mind. And then did you guys ever go to that what's its face in Florida? It was called oh shit, what was it called? It was like a restaurant and they had like what was that called? It was called something. What was that restaurant called? But it wasn't called Nights Inn. It was called what was it called, guys? And they would dress up and they would fight on horseback. Come on, guys, what is that place called? No, no one's gonna remember. Oh well, it's in Florida. It's by Disney. Come on, someone help me out. It's not Nights Inn. No, Excalibur. No, Ernie's Conchos. No, no. Medieval Times. That's it. Oh my God, Chris. Chrissy is on my thing. Medieval Times. Yeah, and they would make you wear a paper crown. Yeah, they'd make you wear a paper crown, and it was medieval times. And then they would like you would eat dinner, and then the horses would come out, and they would do their thing, and then they'd crap in the arena, and then your food tastes like horse crap. Do you guys remember that part? Never mind. And anyways, it just wasn't like a great idea to have people fighting while you're eating. I don't know. But do you remember that craze? Oh, here I go. Remember the craze when people would cry while they were eating? Do you remember that? They like had the crying while eating. Do you remember that? And then never mind. I don't know why I speak. I went there and flirted with my knight. I was rooting for the Yellow Knight. Did you get a husband out of it? Could you imagine how cool that would be if you got a husband from Knights medieval times? And then you could say you were dating like a knight, and then people would be like, I didn't know knights still existed. And then you'd be like, yes, I went back to 1650 and he was in a suit of armor, and I told him I liked his never mind. And never mind. I can't go there because then I'm gonna lose viewers. Slight difference in color, but there, like on each ear, they should have slight difference in color. Look at these from Incredible Pearl with diamonds. These are gonna go to the vault sale. I love them. 14 karat white gold and diamonds and wubba wubba. Oh God, those are the best. It's all I'm gonna say. When I've dealt in pearl earrings for 8 billion years, and those are the best I've had in now 15 years. Those are the best, and they're coming over to a sale. I think I should put them. Do you guys like this dirty display? Should I put them on the dirty display? And then people come in my chat and they'll go, well, he was just talking shit about other resellers. First of all, I wasn't talking shit about other resellers, but you'll know if I do. I'll claim the steaming pile of shit I create, I'll say, yeah, I was talking about you. But you're not that important, If I announce you, then yeah, I was talking about you. But don't think everything's about you. Other resellers, they're like bonkers. They're like, I don't understand it. And then someone said, when you're the leader of the pack, and I was like, I'm not the leader of the pack. Let's get that train derailed. Never said I was the leader of the pack. Nope. Stayed in my lane for 30 plus years, doing just fine. I'm doing me. You're doing you. I'm doing me. But whatever. Look at those. Should I put them on the dirty display? Look, it's all chewed up. It's like I have mice chewing holes through everything. Look at those diamonds, though. And then, these are fire. Every 5 seconds, they're fire. They're fire. They're fire. Oh, it's the best collection ever. Okay. And I think I kind of like them on this dirty display. And then I want to talk about branding, and everyone's like, well, he just put them on a dirty display. Well, ignore the display. Look at the earrings. Do you guys like the earrings, though? I don't know. I think they're the best I've seen. They're fire. They're fire. I think I need to, stop the live. I'm getting slap happy. I think it's time to go. Oh, I do need to call my mom in the next 15 minutes. Those displays need love. Yeah, they do need love. But see, it's not about the display, it's about the earrings. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to have to clean this one up. I don't like that display. Let me see if I have another one that's chewed up even worse. So then I can tell, oh, it's all falling apart. Look, all this stuff's falling off of it. Can someone super chat me so I can get a new display? Don't you dare. Don't anyone do that. It was a joke. Even though I wouldn't mind. Tiny Tim needs some porridge. Tiny Tim needs some porridge, please. I don't know what my problem is. People send me stuff in the mail all the time. Send me a display for my earrings. Let me grift before I leave. Why is that falling apart? It's got like dandruff. Are you going to have any Bakelite in your vault sale? I should. Do you guys want me to show you some Bakelite I thought about selling? Is that okay? The pearl earrings are vault sale. I don't know what to say about them besides. If you need a pair of pearl earrings, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about them besides they're epic. I need to find a new display for these. I don't like that black box. It's not doing it justice. Vault sale, the world's largest and gorgeous, or I should say finest, the world's finest blue zircon. And then other diamonds that are out on my desk, and I don't even know what else to tell you about. Knights Inn, founded in Columbus in 1974. Dozens in Michigan, still going today. Really? Oh, cool. Well, I was born in 74. Oh, that makes sense. Columbus. Oh, that's maybe that's why it explains it. Founded in Columbus. Maybe that's why. Um, Let me see what else I wanted to show you. There was so much else I wanted to talk about with the marbles, and I lost interest. You want me to show Bakelite? I was thinking about selling at the vault sale, but I don't know if people are Bakelite crazy. You know, I don't know. I mean, I could sell diamond rings at the vault sale all day long. This one will not be there. Why? I don't know. I just decided I don't want to sell it. And then this one I sold, and then they upgraded, and now I don't want to sell this one either. This is the best diamond one, Deco. Absolutely fabulous. And then the Edwardian one, but I stuck them on tonight. Like, I think I'm going to bring these to the vault sale. No, I don't think so. Let me see. You should see the vault sale, though. All right, let me look at Bakelite and see if there's ones. Well, oh gosh, you guys. Well, all right. Let's take a look at some Bakelite. Oh, God, gee willikers. But see, I don't think anyone would go bonkers at the vault sale for Bakelite, because then I'll do Bakelite at the vault sale, and then people go, well, why is there plastic here? And I'd say, because I valued it. I valued it just like gold and diamonds. And I have. I mean, I paid, let's just face the facts here, guys. I've paid thousands and thousands of dollars for Bakelite stuff. And it's true. Anyways, the one bracelet, yes, everyone knows. I paid like $4,200 for a Bakelite bangle. It's totally true. I did. Now, I'd have to sell these in whole stacks, though, because these are on my vases, my Ellie Smith vases, and I'd have to sell them in their entire stack. But it took me a long time to acquire the stacks. So we've got green and orange alternating, and I just wouldn't want. Oh, and this one's Blue Moon. I wouldn't want to like redo or undo the stacks that I've been working on. Okay, so like I've been like, but I'd have to do the whole stack, and it's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be like times, $18 a piece. It's not going to work that way. Because it took forever to get the same width and the same, I'm a stickler. And so I'm a stickler for like a color story. So that's like the perfect pumpkin and, leaf. It's like pumpkin and leaves. Don't know what to say about that one, but that's one stack. And then on this other stack that I started a new stack last week. Let's show you this one. And then I started another stack over across the room, but we were supposed to talk about marbles, and now we're going to talk about Bakelite. But I wanted to do like sandwiches. So I was going to do like grilled cheese. I was going to like do my own versions because I'm tired of the stupidity of colors. It's this and that, Mississippi mud, blah, 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 spinach and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so I was going to do like a grilled cheese, and then I was going to do hamburger, and then I was going to cheeseburger, and then I was going to do whatever. Oh, Sherry, I do it all the time. I do it all the time. And I do it all the time. And I was going to do like stacks of like, so it looks like a hamburger. And then I was going to do a cheeseburger. I was going to do probably a Big Mac, and then I'd get a cease and desist. And then, or I'd get whatever that's called, copyright, and whatever. But then I was going to do like lettuce, cheese, tomato, a bun, and the burger. So I was going to do like a stack of them. And then I was going to sell them as like sandwiches. I thought it was cute. I have the Lifesaver rolls. So what's the difference between me doing a meat sandwich and a grilled cheese? What's the big difference? I mean, there's no big difference. And then I worked on this stack, and then I figured this one's going to cost like $12 million, and no one's going to buy it because they're going to say, no, I don't want a big Bakelite stack, but I have the rope twist in the peach. I have the rope twist with the foliate leaves. That's kind of a match. Over-dyed, resin washed. And then I have the green rope twist, but then I have the up and down, I have the up and down orange on cream corn up and down bangle, And then I have the rope twist. I have the big rope twisty twist. And then I didn't know where to stop. I didn't know. And these are all authentic. I don't sell new crap. I don't sell the new bullshit, garbage, Fakeolite. I've never dealt in that. I never will. I can show you new ones. I can show you knockoff and what to stay away from. I can talk about the person that was producing them years ago. I can call out a name, but I don't think that that's appropriate. But I can tell you who was doing it. I can tell you their business name. I can tell you where they were located. Because I had bought one for an example of what not to buy. You know, not because I'm telling you to buy mine and not buy theirs, but these are all my totems, and I just can't do this. I can't do my totems yet. This is my totem pole of carved. This is one of my favorite carved right down here. Years ago, $650, $750 for this bangle. Years ago, and this is always like, this is all like, it's probably now what, 350? I don't know. It doesn't matter. And then there's this one, which is the vent hole carved. If you haven't seen my Bakelite videos, guys, I've done 12 million Bakelite videos. I've done it, and I'll continue to do it until the day I'm tired of YouTube. And then let me get it back on this awesome, look at my Ellie Smith vase. See how I do my Ellie Smith bittersweet, and then I stack them up with bangles, because it's just fun. It's just fun to look at them. And then this one is just awesome. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I seem to recall you saying in one of your videos that's why the amount pin on the back of Bakelite is worn like a brooch. It's not always riveted on, no. That's not what I said. This isn't real life. Well, that person is, I think they might be, wow, they're like, wow, that's like crazy talk. But now no one can see them. They're gone. That's crazy. That's like Bonkerville. It's like Bonkerville just stampeded into the chat. To each their own, but no, honey, you're not God. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Nope. I know God because it's spelled backwards, because I had a dog. I can't ever get my wrist through those. Can't help you out. Even though if you put a plastic bag over your hand or a pantyhose over your hand, sometimes you can slip them right on. Yeah, everyone says, I can't get them on. And then I give them a piece of pantyhose and they go, oh my God, I got it on. And I go, don't say I told you so. I don't know. Is anyone loving those? Because I would want like a lot of money, but I don't want to sell them per thing. I don't want to sell them per stick. Sorry. I don't know. Sorry about what. Fave is octopus sucker. Oh yeah. Noni, I could go get one of those for you. It's upstairs. Let's face it. You just have the best stuff on the planet. After 30 years, I better have quality stuff, and I better back up what I say. But I've always backed up what I said. I honestly don't have the best stuff. I had a call a few weeks ago, and it was a local collection. Oh, there's other ones I want to show you. I can't reach that other one. Can I show you a fake? Can I show you a fake? Is it okay if I show you guys a fake? And I'm not going to call out who this is just yet, but I'll call it out eventually. I mean, I've told people privately, who it is and what they did. Okay, this is real. This is real. It's a hinge bangle. And why I kept this one is because I can get this on. Very unusual closure here. See the suntan? Bakelite gets a suntan. Don't say I told you so, but I told you so. And then this one just goes like this. It like snaps shut. And look at how gorgeous that is for a carved orange floral. Oh, yes, please and thank you. They're very, very unusual. Absolutely very unusual. Absolutely love that. This is a fake, okay? Fake, fake, fake. Watch what it says. Hello, y'all. I was sold back in the day in the late 1990s as genuine Bakelite. I am absolutely a fake, just like the person that sold me. Yeah, this is fake. I'll call that person out eventually. Not there yet. This is just acrylic. Looks like Bakelite. It's not. It's like $1. That's like $1. Fake, fake, fake. Yeah, fake. The dots are fake. The form is fake. The color is fake. The everything's fake. The hinge is fake. Fake, 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 fake. Never have I ever seen screwed in. I've always seen riveted. But yeah, I'll call that one out. I mean, did I buy it for an example? Sure, I bought it for an example. Example of what not to buy and what not to fall for. Yeah, absolutely not. Don't fall for it. Don't say I told you so. Ones that are not fake that have been altered, because I can show you. I can show you. All plastics have a scent. Please watch my video. Please watch my video. That's what I'll say. All plastics have a scent. I mean, if you rub this, it's going to smell like plastic. If you rub this, it's going to smell like plastic. If you rub this, it's going to smell like plastic. It has a very pungent formaldehyde smell, but I think that whole testing thing's bullshit. I did a Bakelite testing video. It's 15 minutes. It's in my library. Go watch it. It's the best video, I think, personally, on how to test for Bakelite. It's the test that I use. I put hinges on all these because these were all broken. So I used sterling silver and I fabricated the hinges because people can't get these on. So these bangles are vintage and they were broken. And this one, I mimicked the carving with the sterling silver pin hinge. So I made all these and the pin comes all the way out. It shouldn't, but it does. And then see how I hinged them, you know, so you can actually get them on and then you put the pin back in here. That's like an early hinge. That was me like, I don't even know what, 10, I don't even know. Oh, probably like 12 years ago. Look, I missed it. I totally missed it putting it in there. Anyways, long story short, these were broken. And then what I did is I went into the studio. There we go. Went into the studio and I did this. And then I drilled, I tap and dyed that. And then look, it was broken. Look, it was broken here. And I ran sterling silver sterling silver rods through. And then I glued it back together. So it was all this was broken in 3 pieces. And I said to myself, that's apple juice. I'm going to fight for that. This is like $1 at the flea market, you know, because it was all broken. And I raised them and I put the hinge on it. These are fabulous and I love these. And since someone said to me, well, I'll pay you whatever it takes to put a hinge on one. Nope, I retired. Nope. I mean, I could do it if it was like, I could do it if it was cost effective is what I would say. Okay, look. So I got that back on there. And I put the hinge on it. And now it goes on, a 7-inch wrist. This one I laminated together. So let me tell you this little secret on this. So they have laminated Bakelite that is laminated. You know what I'm saying? And so laminated Bakelite is a jam. It's a thing. And I laminated these together. You can see where my glue is because I got carried away. And then I put the hinge on this, and this was one of my first ones, but I wanted to keep the hinge mimicking what's going on in the plastic. So I glued those all together, and then because I couldn't find a Philadelphia back then. I own 2 Philadelphias right now, and I owned 4 Philadelphias. I sold 2 of the Philadelphia bracelets, one of the most iconic Bakelite bracelets. Be very careful with the Philadelphia bracelets. Tons of reproductions. For every one you see, well, let me say it this way. For every 10 you see, 9 are reproduction. You heard it here first. It's totally true. Some of the reproductions are very difficult to tell. And then I reverse carved this one with spiders. So this was apple juice. I did the hinge. It was a broken apple juice bangle. Then I reverse carved the spiders because I was into like amber with bugs. You know how that goes. And so I reverse carved all the spiders and then I painted them from behind like the goldfish bowls. Well, then all this had crazing and looked like spider webs. See how all that looks like spider webbing? And I put too many spiders in. I should have done less spiders and more whatever. Pamela, it's not, I don't want to say it's like that big of a deal, but like the Philadelphia bracelet, once you get it, it's kind of like not that big of a deal. You know, it's like after my first one, I was like, I have arrived because I got a Philadelphia. And then after I got it, I was like, why did I want this? See how there's crazing in the apple juice? And then these wide bands, I had to oxidize that so it looked antique or vintage. Does anyone like the spider bracelet? I mean, a lot of people don't like spiders, but then again, I didn't make it for anyone else but myself. But I love these. I love the spiders. I think it's just elegant and awesome, and I love it. I didn't know we were going to go from marbles to Bakelite, but I appreciate it. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Now I sound like a whiny little bitch. Oh, thank you all so much. Does anyone want to see any other Bakelite I was thinking of selling? Because there's 7 other stacks. There's 7 other stacks across the room, and that's only on this ground level. That's only on the ground level. Here, I'll do more. Hold on. Let me grab, hold on. Oh, and then someone asked about, a what's-its-face. Someone asked about a what's-its-face. You asked about, the nickel, oh gosh, come on, Jason. The nickel, whatever it's called. You asked about the nickel belt buckle and the sterling belt buckle, and I'm supposed to do a side-by-side. So we see where my brain went. It went to, I don't want to do that tonight. So you'll have to remind me another night. Bakelite heart necklace, all original. One of the biggest and best. And then the two bow ties. This one was the recent acquisition. And I mean recent. This one I've had for quite some time. Be very, very careful of every 50 you see of these. Every 50 you see of these. Every 50 you see of these. 49 are fake. 49 are fake. This is a real. All day long. Nothing to hide. Real Bakelite all the way through. Yep. Good luck finding one. Good luck. Bow tie. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning. Fabulous. And this for the black bow tie. This is the 1 inch. You could compromise and get the 1/2 inch, but go big or go home. Dun 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 dun. Still very expensive. Years ago, this was $5,000. This was around $3,500. I sold one like this that was angled. It was lime green here, yellow here. Let me think about this, make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, lime green here, yellow here, and beveled. So the sides came up to a point, 1 inch. I sold it on eBay for $5,250. $5,250. Let me say it one more time. $5,250. I had bought it at Burton Antique Show, and I did the early bird. I paid $20 to get in early. Lady was in from Florida, and it was $800. And I couldn't get the $800 out of my pocket fast enough. I paid $800 for it. I sold it for $5,250. Put it on for $5,800, so I'd make $5,000, which wasn't greedy at the time. And they offered $5,250, and I said, absolutely, yes. Do you have any brooches you might want to sell? What kind, honey? Ramel, I always have brooches for sale. Always. I'm like the brooch king. What is that little speck? Oh, there we go. It's just part of that display that fell apart. Anyways, these are genuine and authentic. Oh, let me show you some other stacks. I could leave that in there. Why not? Look how good it looks with the marbles. Look, what a good segue. Look at how good that looks with the marbles. What just happened? What just happened? Oh, what just happened? Oh, this whole stack drove me crazy. So I didn't know I'd scoot Bakelite bangles out of the way, but why not? Oh, Lord have mercy. Yep. Oh, one of my favorites that I said I would never sell. End of the day, true end of the day. You know, you always hear end of the day. Oh, just stop it. Can I show you the difference? Let's do a learning. Does anyone want another learning moment? But there's only 97 people. Does anyone want another learning moment? Are you tired of me? Are you guys tired of me tonight? Are you tired? Lifesaver roll. I have the yellow ones, but they're somewhere else. But those are on this like faceted bittersweet. And it goes way up here. Here, let's just do this. Do you guys like the lifesaver roll? Do you guys want to do a comparison? What was I going to do a comparison on? Oh, let me do a comparison on End of the Day Bakelite and Iraushi lacquer. So let me do a quickie for all of you. And the other marbles we were supposed to talk about. We were supposed to talk about those. Oh, we were supposed to talk about this marble too. But the marble people didn't show up. I thought the marble people would come in and say, dude doesn't know what he's talking about. Let me race in and correct him. I don't know. I think I made people tuck their tail between their legs and think about it twice. I think I did. I think I set the standard of like, don't mess with me. And there's your close-up of the fractured marble. So you can see how antique handmaids are put together, technically. And then look at how these are put together for antique, 1890, 1900. I don't know anyone else that can show you a marble like this on YouTube or anywhere. I'm sure they exist because marbles break, but someone really broke this. And then the family was like, well, that's just shot. And I said, no. That's a learning moment for the artist in me and seeing how this is created with the double pontil. I mean, it's very sad that it's so broken, but isn't that great though? Do you love seeing that? Like, you know, hi, Kevin, welcome in. I don't know who you are, but welcome in. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And thank you for tuning in tonight. Does anyone like this one? Oh, I collect marbles for years and always learning. Hi, Kelly Kemper. Welcome in, sweetheart. This is my Jabo marble that I turned into a ring. I slumped the Jabos, and then I turned them into rings. And I was allowed to because I'm allowed to. Can I show you guys some more of the Jabos that I have slumped that I would like to make rings out of? And then I'm going to show you Iraushi. That's the way I say it. Urushi lacquer, which is Japanese. It's not Bakelite. And it will test for Bakelite because it has what's its face in it. The phenolic, it's a phenolic out of the tree, and it's like a tree sap or whatever. This one's a keeper for me, so please don't speak for it. That's a personal keeper. This is epic, and I can't sell this one, so I just can't do this. Kevin, you're new here. Well, welcome in, and thank you for being polite. You are welcome to be here. It's a channel on antiques, and we talk about everything under the sun. We have a lot of great people here, Kevin. I appreciate you. Even if you don't understand what's going on, I appreciate you taking a chance to come on into the live. You might want to hit that subscribe button. And these are all the Jabo marbles I had slumped to then turn into the Jabo rings or pendants. So 5,200. I sold 5,250 for a Bakelite bangle, and it's just plastic, Kevin. But it's a great plastic from the 40s, and it was an angular bangle like the one I showed you. It had like the sides that were beveled, is what they call it. It's called a beveled bangle. And then this one was just so important too. It's not often that these colors came out. And then look how this cabochon came like look at that one for someone would say, I have to have that for a ring, Jason. And I'd say, okay, let me get some silver and let me whip up a ring for you. And that one would probably be for a ring like 125 to like I don't know, 125 to like maybe 165, depending on how complex I get with the mountings. And this is great. This one, can you imagine that as a ring? And some of these could be pendants too, because a lot of people say, well, those are too big for rings. And I said, not for me, not for me at all. Can I show you my favorite one? Can I show you my favorite one? Let me show you this favorite one. Oh, David, sold. I know. No, everyone's hungry for them, and I go, just give me a minute, just give me a second. Everyone's been so kind. This one I'd like to keep for myself too. And you know why? My affection for orange is like off the charts. And thank you for saying that. The person that did these for me is Mary Gamond. So Mary Gamond is a button maker. She makes contemporary glass buttons. I met her at the button shows. And Mary Gamond, I said to her, hey, I have these broken Jabos marbles from the Eagle Run and Foxfire. And I said, could you slump these for me and make them into cabochons? And she said, most certainly I could do that for you. And I said, okay. So this is the favorite one that came out. Look at the green aventurine in this lava flow. And just the whole, this doesn't have a bad angle. This does not have a weak angle at all. And the pooling over here, doesn't it look like stone? I mean, doesn't this look like the most exotic stone in the whole wide world? Something that you've never seen before? Truly artistry in, and look at how we got lucky that wasn't the front. I mean, it's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. That's still stunning. But someone would come in and say, I like the back better than the front. Well, congratulations. I love the front better than anything. And I'm going ring. I mean, it's just me. I'd wear a doorknob, though. You've already seen it. I made a ring out of a doorknob. You've already seen it. I've already showed you. And so that's those. Let me show you that Iro Ushi. And this one looked like, to me, it looked like a peacock plume. Like how you have a, what's it called? You have a peacock plume and you have the eye of it. And so it was reminiscent of a exotic peacock plume, that kind of eye and then the around and the pastel. So that was a keeper. That was just a, I don't even know some of these. If you saw my trays of these, I have now probably, oh dear God, I probably have, oh my God, of these cabochons, I probably now have 600 of them. And they're all so different. All the cabochons are so different. And I have two out on my bench that two of my very dear friends here, they've been waiting 6 years for me to turn one of these into a ring for them. 6 years. That's not fair. That's not fair. So I need to start making, and I need to do what I need to get done here, instead of taking commissions all the time. And then, it's like cutting in front of people. I have you guys know who it is. You know who it is in the chat. Someone's mom. And I haven't gotten her pendant done now it's been, I think I've had that peridot for 2 years. and I'm still not done with it. So I need to buckle down and I need to like get back into the studio. Let me grab the Ushi lacquer. And so everybody knows, I think that this is technically extremely important. I've covered this on the channel before. If you still have your piece of paper and your pencil out, I'll put Ushi in the chat. I'll spell it for you. Because everyone's going to say, I don't know what you're saying. You're going to say, I don't know what the hell you're saying. Iro, and then it's Urshi. Urshi. I say Urshi, and then people go, you don't pronounce it right. And I said, I can spell it for you. Urshi, Urshi is technically lacquer. It's technically lacquer and phenomenal lacquer. These look like end of the day Bakelite. These are not end of the day Bakelite. These are extremely rare. Extremely rare. These are sold as, quote, camo Bakelite. I've covered this before, and I was one of the first people to do it years ago, before people were calling it what it is. I was one of the kind of forefathers of the whole thing, and everyone gives me credit for it. And I said, oh, I don't know where that came from. I don't need the street cred. I don't need the street cred. I said, I don't need the street cred. They said, well, you're one of the ones that talked about it. One of the first ones that talked about it as a lacquer rather than a Bakelite. And I said, it's not Bakelite. For years, I got in fights with people over this. So these are Bakelite. This is end of the day Bakelite right here. All right, let's just show you. End of the day Bakelite. Absolutely authentic end of the day, meaning at the end of the day, they had all the colors left. They poured it into one thing and they go, this is Bakelite. All right, so this is technically end of the day Bakelite, 100%. 100%. Absolutely true, 100%. That is not Iro or Urshi. That is not lacquer, that's Bakelite. This is also Bakelite, heavily marbled. All right, that's not end of the day. This is just a marbled bangle, but look at the motion in there, right? So remember these two, and I wish I could do a side by side, but I kind of technically can't. Well, I can kind of try. All right, so let's bring in the stars of the show. Because why would I stop at one? Because I wanted 1,200 of them. I wanted every one I could ever find. Cannot wear these. Cannot wear the. Can't get them on. Don't care. Don't care. I think I have the most, I hope, in the world. I really, truly do. Look at the way that this is constructed for Bakelite. That's end of the day Bakelite. And then these are, again, Iro or Urshi. And these are lacquered. Why these test positive with simichrome is because not formaldehyde. Oh gosh. Come on, Jason, think of it. You've almost got it, buddy. You're on the ropes tonight. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I'm not coming up with it. Well, yeah, it's phenolic, but oh gosh, I'm not going to come up with it. Anyways, if you look it up, why they test positive is because of the resin from the tree. And these are phenomenal. And then look at the inside. Red, peachy pink, green, pea green, grass green. They look like camo. And these are lacquered and they take a long time to make. These are not just cast like Bakelite is. Look at the inside of them. That's not Bakelite, everybody. Nope. Look at the color combination here with the pink into the mottled mustard, into the green and the yellow. Oh my God. I went crazy when I found my first one. And then I said to my Bakelite collector, a longtime collector, I said, what are these? And she said, she'd been a 20-year collector. And she said, those are Bakelite. And I said, no, they're not. She said, yes, they are. And they said, and she said, yes, they are. And I said, no, they're not. And we've gotten to not a fight, but we got into a disagreement. And now it's known that I was correct 20 something years ago. And it is Urshi. And I did a video on this over a year ago. Didn't get very many views on YouTube. I don't know why. Maybe because people don't want to learn. I don't know. Check this out. Maybe I'm not easy to listen to. Oh. And then the ones down here, I don't think you can see the ones all the way down here. But then someone said, well, how many do you have? And I said 4 stacks. I said 4 stacks. I have 4 stacks of these. It's not just 1 stack, it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 on this stack. I think I have a total of 32. Why do I have them? Because they're gorgeous. That's why I have them. Don't fight with Jason. Jason knows best in jewelry. No, Jason will correct you and send you on your way. It's true. I want to bring people on Jewelry Jeopardy. Oh, I do. Well, you learned something. Oh, you did see the video. Are there fakes? No, not that I've ever seen. No, they can't fake that. No, I don't think there's any way to fake this. I've never seen one. No. Oh, I've seen ones that, but they look like, well, don't be mean, but I'll just say it this way. They look like shit, is what they look like. They look like molded diarrhea. And it's being truthful. So they don't look like this. They don't have that crispy crisp. They don't have that crispy crisp, like crispy crisp modeling. They have like that diarrhea look, they look like diarrhea. But they don't look like this. They don't look like heaven on earth. They have that real disgusting garbage look. But I guess I would say that they're not technically fakes. They fall short by a mile. Hi, Jason. I'm always watching you on the big screen. You're always fantastic. That yellow marble ring, are you selling? Love it and would buy it for my big 12 finger. John, I could make you one. And it'd probably be like, for that size, John, like 175, 185. Where did my ring go? Oh, 175, 185, and this is not a 12. Maybe this is a 12. I won't sell this one. That's my lava flow. That's my first one I ever did. But I have a stone, I say stone. That's probably a 12. John, that would fit you, but I would sell you one, sure. Yeah, I would sell you one. That's a 13. That's over a 13. I'm sorry. That's over a 13. That is like a 13 plus. That's like a 13 and a quarter, because it would go down, but I don't want to smash it on there. But yeah, I would sell you one. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm in front of now 37,000 or 38,000 people. I lost track. I think it's 38,000 people. Love it. I will pay for it. You have my info on my card. I don't. Or does Jeremy? We don't have anyone's card information, so you're mistaken there. Jeremy always says, do not give us your credit card info. We don't want it. We don't have it on file. We have no idea. We have no clue. So you're gravely mistaken there. We do not have your credit card info. If he got it, he shredded it or didn't write it down. And don't ever put your card information in line, guys. Never. Never ask for card information on our website. We don't have anyone's card information, and you all know that. So everyone knows that we don't have anyone's card information. Absolutely not. Oh, yeah, I think you should sell those. Yeah, I'm going to sell them. I mean, not these, but I'm going to sell my rings for sure. I guess I should do pendants too. So, yeah, I mean, if I could clone myself. Jeremy has whatever he needs. I'm registered. No, that's okay. Don't be sorry. No, I don't want people thinking we have people's credit card numbers, because we don't. That never happened. Oh, you have one. You have one of these? Is it for sale? Noni, is it for sale? Oh, I just love them. I have a favorite on the stack, but it's way down at the bottom. I have a favorite on the stack, but it's way down at the bottom. Many people don't. I don't think they think they're beautiful. But if you look up the technique, they're fabulous. They're absolutely fabulous. So I love that. I absolutely love that. Hi, Chewy Farm. Welcome in. I think I'm going to call it. Oh, no, I'm 50 minutes late to call my mom. Okay, well, you guys have been absolutely epic tonight. You've made my night. I was supposed to talk more about marbles. We didn't get there, and I don't care. I had such a great time with you tonight, and I'm glad I got to show you the difference between antique and contemporary. I got to show you what to look for some machine handmades. The value in general has come down a little bit, but I really wanted to get into the Akro Agates, and I forgot to show you this. I wanted to get into this case, and for any marble lover out there, I wanted to get into this too. Are you ready for a big surprise that we were supposed to talk about? So these are antique handmades, and these are some of the best in my personal collection. This did not come from the collection from today, okay? So this did not come from the collection from today, so let's not get it twisted. These are handmade, and look at the Lutz here. Now, these are all in fabulous, fabulous condition. So, yes, this tray probably still worth a lot of money, is all I'll say. I have a marble medal from a tournament. I think this was from 1920-something. 1920-something marble tournament from the Cleveland Press in Cleveland, Ohio. That was a 1935 the National Marble Tournament, and look at the nervous little kids playing marbles and all the kids in the stands. The eagle above, isn't that cool? I was offered a lot of money for this, and I said, absolutely not. District champion awarded to, and the name is etched here. It is Myron Bly, B-L-Y, by the Cleveland Press. And look at the little hallmarks on the metal. But this was awarded to a kid for what's its face for being the marble champion. Is that not crazy? Oh, thank you, Ramel. I was impressed with how you handle your invoices and your turnaround is so fast. That's all, Jeremy. That's all, Jeremy. I have nothing to do with any of that. Here's one of the marble bags with the Native American. I say Indian, Native American Indian. There's a marble bag, an old one. Yep, you can tell some dirty kid was playing with that. There's another marble bag with the stag, and that's for sure a marble bag, leather, and beautifully done. I love the old marble bags too. I think they're magnificent. I like the history of it. I like the way that you could tell that these were cherished by children. And marbles were expensive for kids. They were, well, some were very expensive for children and for families. You know, luxury good as a toy. Anyways, so that's some of the stuff that I wanted to show you. And we never got to it, and that's perfectly okay. I'm A-okay with it. I had other Jabos to show you. I had some China marbles to show you. And then I wanted to do a comparison. I want to do a comparison between Pee-wees. So look at the little Pee-wee Chinas. And then I wanted to show you like a giant China. Yeah, giant China marble. Yeah. So there's a giant one, and then look at the little Pee-wees. And these are technically Bennington. You know, if you want to get technical about it, Bennington pottery. So, all right, I gotta go. I gotta run. I'm late. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guess what's going to happen tomorrow night? Tomorrow night's live. You are not going to want to miss it. Oh, my good God. You are not going to want to miss it. Love you all so much. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Again, thanks for all the super chats. You guys financially supporting me was just magnificent. Remember, I'm always with you, and I truly, down deep, love each and every one of you, and I mean it. Good night, everyone. Take good care of yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow night. You won't want to miss it. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.